up, everybody? I was looking for my video that I uploaded. There it is. I found it. So, how is everybody doing this morning? I'm on my other screen right now, setting it up. Man, I was a little bit late. God dang it. A little bit late. What up, Victor? Atlanta, what up? What up, Tricker X? What up, Stanza? What up, Ben? What up, Anthony? If you guys can hear me, do me a favor, put a 1 in the chat. You guys can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. I'm gonna show you guys something. Today, you know, there's a lot of things where people said, hey man, if you rebuild an engine, the truck ain't, matter of fact, let me get on that part. Well, I'll play this part of it first. When you rebuild an engine, your truck's not worth any, like, it's not worth more money and all this other kind of stuff. I'm gonna show you guys something. What up, James? What up, Hound Dog? The trucking real estate broker. What up? What up, King Driver? Open Road. What up? What up? So I'm glad you're here, James. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. So the video that I wanted to play, I couldn't because it was copyrighting the hell out of me. But their other video, which is this one, which I'm gonna play, it didn't. So I want to play this video. And this video is about engine rebuilding. Can you finance an engine rebuild? We're gonna find a truck and we're going to put it together. And I'm gonna just show you everything, man. I'm gonna show you everything. What up, G80? M&8 Club. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Here we go. So I'm gonna play this. We're gonna get to it because guess what I gotta do today? I gotta go smog one of my semi trucks. Someone just sent me a YouTube link of something. Let me see what the fuck this shit is. Oh. Anyway, this is some chick. What up, Red Top? What's going on, buddy? What up, Josh? So I'm gonna play this. Let me know if you guys can hear it. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear it, okay? I want to make sure you guys can hear the sound.
Losing big down payment deals because of credit scores or ridiculous approval terms? Losing.
Can you guys hear that? What up, Trip? Can you guys hear it or no? All right, cool. There's a 1. All right, let's get this out the way.
Losing big down payment deals because of credit scores or ridiculous approval terms? You've seen this happen a million times. A customer who has saved 30, 40, or even 50% to put down walks out of your dealership angry because he should have been approved. You're frustrated. You truly listen to his story and you know in your gut he deserves a chance. What if you could give him that chance? For over 36 years, CAG has been financing truck and engine overhauls. No copiers, vacations, or computers. We know the trucking business. The other guys don't even know what color a Cummins engine is, let alone horsepower, torque, how heavy it pulls, or what questions to ask. CAG looks at the whole picture, 360 degrees. We know a low credit score doesn't tell the whole story. By asking the right questions and listening, we might discover your customer has over 15 years driving experience for a major company, and then an awful divorce that took 2 years to settle, hurting his credit. He's grown up in a family of truckers he can go to for advice, a brother who is a certified diesel mechanic that can help if needed, and he's buying a high-quality truck. Or another common story, that guy who recently immigrated to the US and has limited credit but has plenty of experience and a substantial down payment. We aren't talking about those first-time buyers with bad credit and $3,000 they won in a card game. These are hardworking, committed professionals, ready to make a substantial down payment on a quality truck, and they deserve a fair and simple deal. At CAG Truck Capital, our loans are just that, simple, straightforward loans. No buyouts,
Good or bad
interest,
credit,
advance
people.
payments, or forced warranties that are embarrassing to even present. We do a soft credit report, and in 30 minutes, you have a pre-approval structure to present them. Give more stories happy endings. Call
What up, Alex, with a
CAG
friend?
Truck Capital today and learn more.
All right. Oh shit. There we go. Hang on. Put me back up there. There we go. So what do you guys think about that, man? What do you guys think about that? So let me pull up this one real quick. So when people are like, man, I want to go get a truck, but I'm so scared because the engine might blow up. Now, all I did was I just Googled some shit, but I remembered seeing this company. I don't remember if it was like popping up on my shit or something, but I looked into it a little bit. Um, but yeah, it seems like they're pretty loose with their money. It seems like. So let me look up this other little piece. And why am I showing this, guys? Because so many people. There goes the fucking phone. Never fucking fails. Never fails. And it's early over here. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Oh, someone's hit me up. Someone FJ just texted me. One of my mentees said someone banned him from my chat. I'll check it out, bro. I don't see how that can happen, but I'll see. I'll check it out. Now you threw me off track. What was I looking for? Hang on. Let's see, where's it at? Man, you guys should see my engine, man. My engine is crazy, man. Looking so nice. Let's see. Yeah, but so I'm gonna call this company up just to see if they answer the phone on a Saturday, man. Because what if you guys broke down on a Saturday? Actually, I guess it wouldn't matter if I call them because I mean they're not the ones that do the rebuilds. I actually subscribe to their damn channel. But let me see here. I can't play this video because this one right here it violated, copyright bullshit, but I'm gonna put this one little piece up. Oh shit, there's a hole there. This ain't in the video. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at real quick. Hang on. That way you guys ain't just sitting there like, what the fuck's SoCal talking about? I'm not gonna put the sound on this one. The trucking real estate broker, Well, all you gotta do is go to the subscribe button, or my channel, and it'll show the Minty program, bro. Let's see here. I gotta watch these fucking videos because I'm telling you, man. So I'm not playing it. I was looking for something. That's not even the video. What up, Truck It? Yeah, so you guys get the gist of it, right? So there's help out there for you guys. If you guys are so worried that you guys are gonna have to do a rebuild and you're starting over, you're building a brand new trucking company and you're just worried about that stuff. But I was fucking looking for something, but I can't find it. Maybe this is it. This might be it. All right, I'm gonna share this with you and I'm gonna go through it so you guys can watch it. So, and really quick, let me put a Chase Ninja Jackson disclaimer. These motherfuckers don't know me. If you call them, do not mention my name. They don't know me from a hole in the wall. So this is not a, what do you call it, a paid advertisement video or whatever the fuck you want to call that shit. They don't know me for nothing. Is it? Most of these videos cover the same shit. This is the last time I'm trying to find what I was trying to find. It's not even in here, but fuck it. It is what it is. But that's the company. Good credit, bad credit. I guess they don't look at your yeah, it's 825 here. It's 825, Josh. But they don't look at your credit. They interview you, they talk to you, they see your whole situation, and they go from there. And I don't know much about it, but I'm gonna find out if they answer the phone. Just see what's the APR, all that kind of stuff. Do I need the motherfuckers? Fuck no, I'm doing this for you guys. Because after we do this, we're gonna look at some trucks again. Now that we got the elephant in the room, right? The scare tactic of my truck might blow up and all this other bullshit. Now you guys have something lined up like this. So if you don't have the money to, do your engine, I got my bad phone in my hand. Let me see the answer. I might
Thank
just
you for calling PAG Truck Capital. Please note our options have changed. If you know your party's extension, please dial it at any time. To apply for engine overhaul financing, please press 1. To apply for truck financing.
Oh, there's another thing too I want to tell you guys. They finance semis and do engines.
Or if you have questions,
They will finance a truck for you or rebuild your
thank you
engine.
for calling PAG Truck Capital and the Fairville Partnership. No one is available to answer your call right now. Our business hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Please leave your name and phone number.
All right, they're closed on weekends. We tried, people. We tried. Yeah, I know, bro. I mean, Detroit Cummins. I mean, a lot of people offer financing, but I was trying to find a finance company that if you have shoddy bad credit, you can get financed. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of, I mean, Wells Fargo and Chase will finance an engine. I mean, there's a lot of ways to go get engine loans, but I wanted to find a place to where if you had bad credit or whatever, you can still get financed. That's what I was looking for. Now, let me see. FJ says he was blocked. I don't even know where to fucking find that on the YouTube thing, man. But I mean, I'll look. Anybody know in the studios where you unblock people? I don't even know how the fuck you could have been blocked, bro. See dashboard. The dashboard. Community. Hey James, you know how to unblock people? I don't normally have this problem. Son of a bitch. Where do you find this shit at? FJ, man, I don't know, T, bro. I might have to do this when I get off the live, bro, because I don't know where to find this shit at. I'm about to look. I'm about to YouTube it and all that kind of shit, bro. I don't know how to unblock people. Yeah, I'm in YouTube Studios, James. I'm in there, but where do I go from there? I don't know why. I don't know why they'd even block you, but it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I'm in YouTube Studios. All right, I'm gonna do this shit later. I ain't gonna crash this whole live stream over this shit. Let me see. Who's this? Oh shit. Yeah, there's something else going on. Oh man. It says 10-4. Yeah, I can't super chat or anything. LOL. If you can see mods, you'll see blocked. Yeah, I know. I don't see where that. I can't find that either. I'll have to YouTube it, bro. I'll have to YouTube it. I don't know how the fuck he got blocked. I don't even have that many moderators. All right. So what was I going to? Oh yeah. Next part. So now let's let me see if I can do it through here. I gotta find 5 fucking Teslas, man, for the studios. I gotta try to find them. Me and myself, we found some Teslas today. Now we gotta go call them up. We gotta pick up some Teslas. They're gonna go crash them on some set or some shit. So I gotta do that today. That's my Saturday, man. Crazy shit. I got a lot going on. A lot going on. But I already had this shit scheduled to do, so. I want to show you guys something. Let me see if I can look it up and find it. There's something I'm looking for. Let me share the screen real quick. So now that we know good credit or bad credit or whatever your situation is, if you had to, they will rebuild your engine. But I want to show you something if I can find the truck. Get it up on my phone real quick. Yeah, but at least you guys got a place. At least you guys got where in the fuck? See, normally I have all this shit set up before I go live, but my dumb ass fucking overslept. Here it is. It's a red one. It's a 2015 red one. Wait, what city is this shit set at? Wrong city. Maybe I can find it now. Let's see here. Here it is. Is this it? No, I think that's it. No, that's not it for sure. Here it is. I found it, people. This truck right here is a 15 for $12,000. And goddamn, I don't know how to fix this shit on this fucking goddamn computer compared to the phone. It doesn't say much on this one. But on mine, see it says 200,000 miles, the motor DD15. So this truck, they're selling for $12,000. And it's got a new transmission, new engine, and everything in it. 200,000 miles ago, and he's selling it. Appreciate that, Phoenix, showing attendance. You guys anybody hit the like button showing attendance? An engine rebuild isn't a big deal. Just stay away from dealerships. Bro, I know it ain't a big deal. Now that's for you, bro, but it's a big deal to a lot of people. So I'm just trying to help people, show people if you're trying to get into business, you know, that there's ways to stay in business, right? You guys don't have to go lease a truck and just kill your paychecks and shit. But here's a 15, can go in California, $12,000, 200. I mean, look, he's even got the tires emerald. Yeah, I need to get some aluminum wheels. But 200,000 miles ago, he put a new transmission and he rebuilt the engine. So this is a good starter truck for somebody for $12,000. $12,000. Yeah. Look, even though I'm not looking to buy something, I'm always looking, man. I'm always looking. Give me a city and state in your guys' area real quick. So now you know you can finance the engine. You can finance, they'll even finance you the truck if you had to. And here's the thing, right? No, SoCal, I don't want the highest interest rate. And I know I'm harping on the same kind of story. I'm just trying to give you guys as much information I can to make a good decision on whatever you choose. All right, Dallas, Texas. We did Dallas, Texas last time, but we'll do it again. Tyler, Texas. I don't think Tyler's big enough. We'll do Dallas, Texas. But here's what we will do: 500-mile radius. $7,000. What's this one about? Never mind. I wouldn't fuck with this. Got an automatic. He's moving, so he's selling it cheap. $7,000. He's moving. It's right here in the descriptions. He's moving, so he's selling it cheap. $7,000. He said engine's good, transmission's good, and everything. Damn, he keeps this thing clean though, man. Look at that shit. Keeps that shit clean. Damn. $6,500? Oh, god damn. Here's a situation. Attention. No title, no title. It's all right, man. I know how to fix that problem. I do not own the truck. I'm posting for a deceased friend's wife. Yes, the owner of the truck has passed away and the wife is selling. Truck has a little over 800,000 miles, 10-speed transmission, AC. He works, truck runs and drives. Need it gone like yesterday. 6,500, the best offer. Wife's willing to negotiate. Come test drive it now and take her home. So, yeah, so the wife sick of looking at the motherfucker. That's her husband's. He passed away, so they're selling it. 6,500 or best offer. Now, if I was gonna run the thing, I'd go look at the tires. It's way worth it. So the first thing I would do is, you see right here, he ran for Dart, right? Well, I can't tell you. I can. I don't want to say exactly on here how to do it, friend, but I'm gonna tell you a couple of steps I would do. I would check though, right? Um, no, there ain't no caution in Atlanta. I'm trying to listen, man. Listen. The first thing I would do is this. He was running for Dart. There's his truck number. I would call Dart before I do anything. Now the cab card, registration, and all that shit should still be in the truck, right? Yeah, certain things I can't put on the internet, friend. It's nothing against nobody, man. But you know, I don't know how many weird people are watching. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, I'm teaching people some criminal activity. You know. So here's Dart right here, right? So I called them with this truck number and said, hey, man, you know, what can you tell me about this truck? Someone's selling it, and see what they tell me first. You know, now see, they took it off on this side, see, but the truck number's still there. See, people try to be slick, but they ain't all the way slick, right? Pictures tells everything. Hey, Chase, I don't know if you're in here, bro, but in the beginning of the video, I was showing people how they can get an engine financed. A whole engine they can get financed. Even with shoddy bad credit, they can get the bitch financed. That was in the beginning of my live stream. But that's the first thing I would do is call them up before I even go look at it. And let me see. See, he's covering up the license plate. So, which I don't know why that would matter. So I called Dart first. I wonder if Dart's open. Should we call him live? Let's call him live. They're criminals anyway. They ain't criminals, man. You know, like, see, in my house, I have a safe. The crazy ass shit about it is my son's got the combination, but he don't know how to open up a safe. If anybody knows about Brink safes and all that kind of stuff, like you got to pass up numbers so many times and all that kind of shit to open it. But, you know, but my titles and shit, they're in there. So if anything, he could take the whole safe to a damn place and, you know, show my death certificate, and he can tell them what's all in the safe because he knows what's all in there. I know you are, friend. He can tell everybody what's in the safe, and they'll bust that bitch open and give my titles and sell my shit. But a lot of people ain't like us, right? You know, there's a lot of drivers that you know, they die, they unalive, their, you know, they become unalive, bro, and they weren't ready for it. Right now, I can tell you the rear end. This thing's, I think this is where it sits because here's the rear end leaking. See the little wet spot? So you got a little rear end leak. But let me call. I wonder if Dart will answer the phone. Let me see. Let me put the link down too for you guys. So now for people that are leasing or starting their business, now you don't have to worry about the elephant in the room. What's okay if I go get a $6,000 truck? You know, the engine, you know, like shit. Because all you guys say there's no money down shit. There's no money down shit. Like who can't afford, you know, a truck like this? Run your credit when the engine blows up. Run your credit, put a little down payment, and get a whole new engine. It ain't that serious. Let's see, Dart Transportation. Is that what they're called? Dart Transportation? Dart Transport. Wait, here it is. Dart Transit Company. Is that them? It says they're closed. They're out of Minnesota. Because
Thank you for calling Dart Transit Company. Office hours are Monday through Friday.
well, that sucks ass. Everybody's closing the weekends. But there's a way to get a title for this thing, guys. So they just want a gun, 6,500, and they're willing to negotiate. Let me take the ear off this motherfucking thing real quick. Semi trucks for sale. Now that we can rebuild an engine, shit, $6,000. What the fuck? There's a moving truck. Someone called me. I ain't gonna mention his name, and he said somebody's, which is crazy as hell, lease purchasing a truck like this for like $40,000, and motherfuckers about to blow up or some shit. So I'm gonna post this here for that person. If you're watching, this one's $6,000 down payment. The fuck? $6,000 down payment. You can't. It's Facebook, bro. I'd have to message the owner. Was the phone number on there? Did you guys see a phone number on that $6,500 truck? I didn't see a phone number. If it is, I'll look it back up. Let me see here. And if you guys are buying these Freightliners, you see how this one got a DD13? I'm going to let you guys know. Do what you want to do. If you already got a DD13, run it. But me, myself, I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't buy a DD13. You're probably better going to your own bank and getting a personal loan with. But Ben, that's you, Ben. Ben, listen to me, bro. Listen. Look, if you got good enough credit to go to the bank, go get a loan, that means you're making good decisions, right? That means you probably got cash in the bank to go rebuild your engine. You hear what I'm saying, Ben? You got to realize everybody on social media, they ain't got it like that. They probably got like a 450 credit score. They bought a truck. You know, they're making some money to pay their bills and their engine went out, or who knows, man? Who knows, right? I hear you and I agree with you, you know, but people ain't they ain't got it like that. Some people, man. Here's a 2004. And he's letting you know you can plug into the ELD. Get it while you can. A 2004 Columbia with the big 14-liter 60 series. No def. Ready to work. If you know, then you know. My brother has to get rid of it, health reasons. Call for more info. And of course it's hidden. I will take listing down once it's sold. Now that's I don't know. I just wouldn't fuck with that one. All that rust, all that shit going on. Like, I don't even see a pride in ownership for 10 grand. I wouldn't do it for 10. I'd do it for 5. Look at this truck for 5 grand. That's cleaner. I mean, he's got racing slicks in the back of the motherfucker, but look how much cleaner this thing is, though. Okay, it ain't all the tires. Damn. He's missing the plastic. That's all the pictures you get. Look, when you're trying to sell something, pictures is everything. Pictures is everything. I mean, you think someone's going to call you on 2 pictures? Nope. This motherfucker's still working. $6,500. So, Cal, you can't get no truck for $5,000, $6,000 and work it. Look, as horrible as this motherfucker looks, he still got the trailer behind the bitch. He's still working this bitch. Oh, look. 12.7 Detroit. Engine overhauled 150,000 miles ago. Replaced the transmission, clutch, and turbos all together 150,000 miles ago. Good strong truck. Needs cosmetic work though. Good starter truck. Runs great. 10 speed, clean title. This truck will make you some money. Damn, someone stole my ECM off the truck. June of 2024. So that tells me he's had this bitch parked for a minute. See, now they do some dumbass shit. Now he's parting it out. Just sold transmission. Up here, you're talking about how great the transmission is. Down here, you say you sold the transmission. You goofy ass people, bro. But he wanted 6,500 with the transmission. So you never know. That motherfucker might take like $3,000. What is this one? Group of 8 trucks available. 320 to 460,000 miles. What flag was back there? I don't really know my flags like that. We got the United States. That might be Texas. I don't know. Is that a Texas flag? That maybe looks like what, a Mexico flag? Fuck, I don't fucking know. Where the fuck is this motherfucker, man? This is how you guys fly flags in Texas? So okay, I'm waiting for my LLC to get finished with my state. I'm going to get my business level or mentorship and write it off. You got knowledge, but the free shit I don't relate to. I understand, bro. I get it. Damn. $3,000 truck? What's fucked up on this truck? Cranks but does not start. Missing an ignition switch. Needs battery. Selling as a part truck. Clean title in hand. Located at the Pilot Point, Texas. I do have a forklift to help load on the trailer. Asking $3,000 cash. You crazy motherfucker, man. You got damn. Do not try to buy this truck and think you're gonna put this motherfucker together. I wouldn't give a fuck if this bitch was $500. Fuck that shit. Once they let this bitch become a part truck, it's a money pit. I mean, look at the inside. Even the inside full of fucking boxes from parts. I mean, he's missing with the cigarette lighter thing right here. Like, look how dusty this shit is. I know it can be clean, man, but the most dangerous. This is my opinion. What's the name of this site? It's Facebook Marketplace. But once something's a fucking part truck, look, this guy's missing gauges. Look right here. He's missing gauges. Now, if you want him for, look, he's missing shit off the turbo. Now, if you want your own parts truck for $3,000, but I wouldn't fuck with this truck, but I was just curious. You guys see how when I went to that auction, that one truck, remember I showed you that 21 for 20,000 buy now price? That thing sold quick, man. That thing sold quick. And those trucks are cheaper than ones on the marketplace. You guys remember that? Put a 1 in the chat. Let me see how many ones we get. Oh, he's running this motherfucker like he's confident. Hey, that is one clean ass engine. Well maintained truck. Truck runs and drives good, but sometimes jump into neutral, needs a shift controller. So it's an automatic. Why in the fuck are you gonna film sideways, bro? God, I can't watch that. It's gonna make me dizzy. All right, bro. How many miles are on the truck? We know it's an automatic by what you said. Where's the mileage? And you don't even tell nobody the miles. Nobody. $8,000. You got a message to dude, no phone number. Might be worth. Okay, trucker members. Yeah, I was showing you guys an auction I personally fuck with. And then I had a dude in the chat saying SoCal's all talking about himself, so I blocked his ass and he fucked the whole shit up. I am thinking of buying a cash truck. There you go, Mark. There you go. Oh, snap. Mark, a brand new member in the building. Congratulations, Mark. Appreciate that, buddy. Appreciate that. But make sure you guys buy the right cash truck. Don't just go buy a cash truck. Buy the right cash truck. There is a difference. Buy the right cash truck. Let's see here. Oh, for the business level members, man. If you guys are watching or whatever, you guys see the videos I put out for you guys? You guys see the business level videos? And then the ones that have the VIP access, you guys see the videos I put out for you guys? So the videos I put out for my VIPs, those videos will hit this platform eventually, but they get to see all that shit first. But I'm producing so many fucking videos, I forget to put it out here to the public. I think I did one last night, but 2025 fifth wheel wrecker. If you guys are worried, man, $4,000 can be your own goddamn wrecker. Mark says you dropped so much useful info. Thank you. Hey, no, I appreciate you guys, man. I'm truly trying to help you guys, man, but everybody has their own direction where they're going in trucking and they're looking for the information. And there's only so much I can put on a video or a live stream, man. I'm like, there's so much in trucking to talk about. I know everybody says there's nothing to talk about in trucking, but there's so much to cover in business and trucking and everything. I'm just doing my best. I'm kind of rewinding trucking a little bit to the beginning and really showing you guys how to look for trucks, buy trucks. If you got a bad credit score, how to get them financed, get the engines financed and transmissions and shit. And that company will actually finance the truck for you. If you got bad credit and you want to finance, I'd rather you have bad credit and get it financed and go lease a truck. Because eventually the shit will get now. Don't get it twisted. I don't want you guys to have no crazy ass truck payment. In this market today, you want a truck payment of maybe like depends how you run. I'd say $1,000 and under. This guy still remember we saw this truck last time? Next to the Crete trailer. And look at this guy. Looking for a semi-truck owner-operators to run hook and drop, vans, reefer, decks under my MC, $10,000 a week, I guess. Let's look at his rates. $1.80 to $2.10. Fuck that. We can provide trailer rental, registration, physical damage, occupational insurance for your truck. Easy pass and fuel cards. Let's see. You can either choose to run 48 states and be home once in a couple of weeks, or work 5-6 days and be home on the weekends. How do you say? Look, man. Look, we might have been just born, but we weren't born yesterday, bro. Like, I don't see no $10,000 a week with those rates. Those rates, it'd be hard legally. Hang on a second. I just don't see. Yeah, I think this guy's full of shit. So, okay, are you happy with your Freightliner? Which one? Which one are you asking about? I'm happy with all of the Freightliners. I'm happy with the Peterbilts, the Freightliners. I'm happy with all of them. I got 0 complaints, guys. I'm rebuilding one of my Freightliners, the oldest one in the fleet. Oh, you know the good brother went on my video and hated on me? Good brother, I know you're mad at me, bro. You shouldn't be so mad, man. Get your butt over here, man. He was hating on me. I did a little short. I was driving in Tesla saying Friday fun day or some shit or something. This guy that's don't even own a semi truck, don't own shit, fucking start hating, saying I bought the cheap as Tesla, which is not true at all. You know what I'm saying? But he started running that whole fucking narrative with that whole bunch of bullshit. That dude is crazy. SoCal, are you have? Oh, I picked up and what? A pickup and a horse trailer will get you $1.50 a mile. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm not out here running for cheap like that. They can have it. I can't talk rates on here, man, because people getting their fucking feelings. SoCal, when you ain't got the low board, you don't know what's going on. What up, Josh? Josh in the building. What up, Josh? Hey, Josh is the only least guy that I know that's doing the most, man. To be honest, man, like I just don't see it. Let's see, damn, Seymour. It may need fuel tanks dumped, new filters. See, I just don't understand. What up, say what up, Josh? Hit me up, Josh. You run to Cali. Shit. Anytime you come to my house, homie, shit, lunch is always on me. So here's what's so crazy about these people, man. I want you guys to catch when you guys are looking at trucks, really pay attention to what they tell you guys, right? Really pay attention to what they tell you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like they low key snitch on themselves without snitching on themselves. The truck looks like it's in good shape, right? It's got 1.1 on it. It's a 10-speed manual. That's all good. It's deleted already. That's good. So right here, and I'm showing you guys this because if I show you some stuff, you guys will learn, right? And maybe when you go buy a truck, you won't be into the what do you call that shit? The spider web trap. So right up here, he says new filters, right? New fuel filters, right? New fuel filters. If you guys can see where it says new fuel filters, put a 1 in the chat. New fuel filters. I'll wait for the honey trap. Yeah, Kelvin. See, sometimes these guys. One thing about the marketplace, man, is they're not professional salespeople, right? They're not professional salespeople. So they'll put some shit in the goddamn fucking description and snitch on themselves. You got to be able to detect that shit. And sometimes you got to pay attention. It says right here, new fuel filters. And then right down here, it says it might need, it says may need, but it may need fuel tanks dumped, new fuel filters. So in here, to me, he's saying, like, why do you need it? Like, I've never, well, I'm not gonna say never. When I bought that 389, we had to replace a fuel tank because the pickup tube. But this guy is saying you might need to dump the fucking fuel tanks. Like, for what? You guys know diesel engines, man? Like, they're just indestructible, man. They're diesel engines. They're not finicky like gas engines, right? Like, what the fuck did this dude do where you're replacing? So here's the story with this guy, right? Here's the story of this guy. He really likes his truck. He fucked up somewhere. He replaced the fuel filters thinking it's going to fix the problem, and it didn't. So he can't figure it out. So now he's got that for sale. And that's the reality. Serious inquiries only. Please only message if you'd like to see the truck. If it's posted, it's still available. Yeah, he can't figure out how to fix whatever's going on. Which, if he knew a motherfucker like me, I could probably tell him over the phone what the fucking fix on the bitch. I mean, is it the fucking fuel injector cups leaking? I mean, what's the problem with this shit, bro? Like, a lot of people, man, they ain't got the money to go to the shop. This is the first time I seen this. Nightbot probably has a bad injector seal and always getting back in. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Death in the tanks. Nah, he said that shit's deleted. Remember, he said it's deleted. I found a AI app that helps you cut fuel costs in half and helps you make money on surcharge. That's cool, man. Congratulations. Yeah, I don't need no app to tell me how to do. I've been doing this shit too long, but that's good. He got you an app. Maybe his girlfriend put sugar in the tanks. I don't know, man. Who knows? Who knows about people, man? Who knows? Looking at this right here, I would not buy this. I mean, you guys can see where I'm cursing right here. $6,500 camera truck. Like, I just wouldn't buy this at all. You know, let's click on it just for the fuck of it. How do you get spam on the weekends? Now, you guys want to say, oh, there's good brother. There's good brother. What up, good brother? Shoot. So look at this truck. Now, this is what you consider a clapped out truck. This is a clapped out truck. Like, this thing is a big piece of crap. He's got another big piece of crap behind it. You know what I'm saying? And look what he hauls. He's still working this one. He's pulling a semi-bottom dumps, man. Those motherfuckers get beat the fuck up. Hey, good brother, man. You can go back on Chase's channel, man. Me and him had a conversation on the phone. He said he's gonna unblock you. He thought you were a troll, good brother, like I did in the beginning, bro. And I told him you were not a troll. Oh, you know what? Hey, Jason, since you're both in here, let me play this for you real quick, and then I'll get back to this. I'll get back to this because Jason did not believe that was your. Yeah. Hang on. This for you, Jason. Let me play this for you real quick, so you know my number one hater, my dude, the good bro, is cool people that likes to hate on me for I don't know what reason. But it's funny. Like, I think it's funny. He blocked me for speaking the truth. It's okay, man. I talked to him on the phone. He unblocked you, bro. We had conversation. You are unblocked now, bro. See, look, yeah, he's unblocked. He unblocked you while we were still on the phone. He unblocked you while you're still on the phone, bro. Where's that video out? Here it is. Oh, god damn it. I stand corrected, Jason. On this video, he didn't the good brother video that I made, yeah, he didn't show his camera on, so but there's a video though, Jason, where he actually showed himself. He said, I will never go back to his channel again. One of my members in the building, SoCal, what up? Keep your head up and the thread. Hell yeah, always, man, always. Yeah, but there's shit on here, Chasing, man, where he shows himself, bro. Let me get back where I was at. I thought the good brother video, he had the camera, so you can see he wasn't a troll, but he didn't turn the camera on that one. All right. Where that fuck up at? Why every time I get on this goddamn fucking Facebook thing, right away it puts me in fucking give me a city and state, guys. It always puts me in a fucking goddamn up Northern California. I don't know why that shit is. Let me see. What place can we do this time? I know why you would, good brother. Glad you learned your lesson. I want to see what these lease drivers are going to do in 2026 with the government. All right, we'll do Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, man. I'm seeing more and more videos about this EBT, guys. That's why, man. look, guys. Listen, I believe in hoping for the fuck. I don't remember my goddamn saying. What is my saying? Hoping for the best, plan for the worst. I don't know. On another video, I'll tell you my saying, but the reality is, man, is for 2026. I don't know. Some people saying it's gonna start. Some shit's gonna start in November. But all I'm saying, man, if you guys are in debt, and I want you guys to listen to me, like a lot of debt. Now, if you got a card note that's $400 or $500, it's like it's not gonna bug you, right? But if you guys are like big time in debt, I would tell you guys right now to get out of debt. Get the sell shit, get rid of it, do what you got to do, get ready. Now, good brother, I ain't saying you had a VBT, bro. This ain't got nothing. Good brother, you're fucking around. You're trying to make this live feed about you again, goddammit. We ain't talking about you no more. Shit. Thank you, man. Goddamn, man. Prepare for the worst and hope for the best. That's what the fuck I say. Telling you, my brain is not working today, man. I got a gazillion things to do today, man, and I'm trying to get this live stream out the way for you guys. What up, Quick? I saw that link you sent me. I ain't gonna watch no chick, Quick. Nothing against it, but I'm all good. I don't know what she's talking about, but so here we are, Atlanta, Georgia. Let me see. So, okay, how can I get my insurance quote down? Only thing keeping me from getting authority is a crazy quote. I don't know your situation, bro. I don't want you put on here, but I'd have to ask you some questions. But I don't do that shit on here like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's personal shit, but yeah. But there's ways to do things. Francis, nobody needs that anyway. Go to work. Yep. If you fail to plan how to become a mentee, you guys know I put that shit in my intros, right? In my videos, right? All you guys got to do is go to subscribe thing, hit join, and it shows the mentee level. All right, so let's look. Here's a 16 for $8,000. Guys, I'm telling you, man, trucks are getting cheaper and cheaper. Look, I want you guys to understand something real quick, okay? I want you guys to understand something. What we used to think about trucks and what we used to think about pricing and all that, throw that out the window. Throw that out the window. Because there's a lot of people that, for whatever reason, they're living beyond their means and they just can't do it no more, right? They've been swiping credit cards and maxing shit out and doing all kinds of stuff. And you guys are seriously going to see trucks that are normally be like $40,000, go down to $8,000 because why? A lot of people, surprisingly, they don't have money, right? And this is what I try to tell this to people, right? Trucks are only worth what somebody will pay for it. Okay. So two things makes the value of a truck. Number one, the bank. Only you, Josh. Only you make all kinds of money. Show me somebody else making the money you make. Show me anybody else making the money you make. That's all. I mean, the link is on the thing. Show me anybody else making $10,000 a week as a lease driver. But I want to say this though, Josh. Making $10,000, how much do you want to keep? Think about that though, Josh. You're doing good, right? But the reality is, on a $10,000 week, you get $2,800. You get $3,000, right? Think about if it's your truck. I don't give a fuck what year. I mean, people want to make fun of cash trucks. I mean, people pay cash for brand new trucks. People pay cash for 2-year-old trucks. Like a cash truck don't mean some shit out in the dirt, on four flats and a fucking, some bullshit. So yeah, that's crazy. But the reality is when you make your money, 10 grand. Now Josh got me off track, but let me address this, Josh. On 10 grand, what if you had a cash truck where you had no payments, you had low insurance because it's a cash truck, and all you had to do on that 10 grand is pay for fuel? Think about that, Josh. Look how much more ahead. Instead of pocketing $3,000, Josh, you pocket $7,000, $8,000. That's a hell of a difference. But keep doing what you're doing, though, bro. I ain't mad at you or none of that shit, man. Keep doing what you're doing. But I do just want you to think about that, though, bro. So, hang on. So yeah, yeah. So anyway, so look at this guy's truck. What's my email? It's SoCalTrucker03 @gmail. You will, Josh. I would never buy a cash truck. Josh, you got my goddamn number, bro. I could show you a whole business plan where you'd be so damn excited. You'd be more excited about the business plan I created for you on a cash truck than your fuel cards that you like a lot. But anyway, so we got this guy, right? This truck is already deleted. It's automatic though. I mean, they're cool, I guess. But $8,000. Don't ask if it's available. It's on here for sale. It's a 16, 1 million miles. So I'd ask you exactly where at on 1 million miles is it at? Did it just barely hit 1 million? Because these DD15s, they'll do 1.2. If you get a good year out of it before you, who keeps fucking hitting my phone, bro? So the whole idea is okay, $8,000. It's not a lot of money, right? It's not a lot of money, right? So if you run this thing for a couple of months, but you got to go look at the truck though, right? You got to go look at the truck, make sure it's okay. He still has his trailer on it. He still has a shitty ass license plate, right? I don't see his authority on here, but it looked like he must have just recently parked it. So, but for $8,000, you can get it back pretty quick. And then what you want to do is just, like I said, save up. Russell said, "That's funny, bro. I made over 13,000 when I was leasing. Now I'm at 17,000 since I'm paid off. I own a 2024 F-150 STX and a house. So yeah, it can be done." There you go. There you go. Russell Sean. He started out leasing. Now he has his own truck and shit. What are you guys talking about? You guys. I make 10,000 in my lease truck. All right, Mark. There you go. We got two people. But here's the thing, right? Now that I guess we're getting back to the leasing talk again. See, Hound Dog. I wasn't even talking about no lease people really like that. This ain't the conversation, but we're gonna talk about it now. We're gonna talk about it. Look, guys, when you're in business, and just so you know, Mark, you just made Hound Dog happy as hell. Just so you know that, Mark, you are now his best friend. But check this out, right? What did I do? You didn't do nothing, bro. What do you mean? What did you do? Am I missing something? Oh, you guys are talking to. See, you guys are fucking me up when you guys talking to each other. Fuck it. That's the studios, guys, about the Teslas. Give me a second. Shit. I didn't look. I'm sure they're close by because I did a close um, area when I searched for it. But the interiors are black. The Teslas are different colors. Yes, the rims are the same. Yeah, I'll send you the picture right now. Let me look. Hey, let me look real quick. Let me see. So one is 10 grand, and the other one is why is not the other one pulling up? I don't know why, but the second one's not even pulling up. I have it where it still shows the picture, but it's not pulling up. But we're staying between 10 and 15,000 a piece on them. That was our range. So, but the second one's not pulling up, but I don't know why. I can still screenshot the picture, but it's not the ad's not pulling up. But, all right, we'll do. Sounds good. That's the plan. 2 o'clock. Okay. Sounds good. I'll send it to you right now. Oh, thanks. Johnny, man, that's the studios right there, man. They want these Teslas. So, yeah. My son even found a Lamborghini Huracan at a good price. And I told him, it's at a dealer. I told him, I said, if it's that good of a price, man, I'll go buy that bitch today. Shit. I know what you're going to say, Hound Dog. If I bought that motherfucker, it's the cheap one you're going to say. What the fuck? Why is none of my shit working? Why is my shit not working? Give me a second, guys. I got to do something for the studios. I'm almost done. Telling you guys don't believe me, man. I do a lot of different things, man. Everybody's calling me, man. The dude's dropping his dually off. He needs a special smog. Studios want me to find 5 cars. That shit's crazy. And now the damn shit don't even pull up now. I'm almost done, guys. 2 more seconds. They want me to go pick up a check and go buy them today, man. God damn, bro. I found 2. Gotta find 5. All right. Where the fuck was I? Oh, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Leasing, right? Check this out, right? You make $10,000 and that's good. But the object of being in business is try to keep as much as you possibly can. Now, I understand the little argument that, people say older trucks have higher maintenance, which mine don't. Like, I don't know how old of a truck you're talking about. If you watch Chasing Andrew Jackson, I realize he's not running all the trucks, but he's still running one truck. He's still running one and run truck. He shows you. And, he puts everything out there. I mean, I don't see people with paid off trucks really fucking just, falling apart out there. But that's the excuse, right? for you guys who are on my business level, you know what? Let me show you guys something. I'm gonna play something that's on my business level real quick. I want you guys to hear a piece of this, right? Hang on. You guys need to hear this. Some members only from my business level and above. So it's business level and I'm my mentees. But I'm gonna share the first little things that you guys need to hear this shit, man. Maybe this will help you. And I'm not saying this because I don't give a fuck if you sign up or don't sign up, but this ain't what I'm doing this shit for, so I don't need that bullshit started. There goes my phone again already. So this is the very first piece of this. This thing is 18 minutes long, but I'm not gonna play the whole thing because for the business level folks.
This is for them and poor mind into limitation that it's about.
Listen.
What if I told you that being poor isn't about money? It's about mentality. That long before your wallet is empty, your mind is already broke. See, we've been taught that poverty is a financial condition, that it's about your paycheck, your bank account, or your job title. But let me tell you something powerful. Real poverty begins in the mind. It's the thoughts you entertain, the excuses you repeat, and the habits you justify.
Boom, there it is. There it is. You guys heard that, right? You guys heard that, right? About excuses and stuff, right? So yeah, man, that's a good ass fucking video, man. It's a good ass video. Good ass. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong place. Let me get back. You guys heard that clip? Put a 1 in the chat. You guys are sitting back having your own goddamn conversations. What's wrong with you guys, man? Make sure you guys are not arguing. I don't know. I'm not reading the shit, but just make sure you guys don't argue in the chat if that's what you're trying to do. We don't need a owner operator, lease operator, crazy shit going on in the comments. Semi trucks for sale. If I see that, I'll be just shutting this motherfucker down. We are not having no havoc. All right, so give me a city and state, people. What's the video called? It's on the business level, guys. It's on the business level. I just showed you a sneak peek, man. It's again, I'm not promoting the membership. I wanted you guys to hear what he had to say. Hear what he had to say. But I mean, you want to know the title? I'll show you the title. It's right here. If you didn't hear it, I'll replay it if you want, since I brought it back up. So for the lost people, so the public cannot see this, right? They cannot see this. This is members right here. So if you click on this, right, it's business level, entry level, and higher. So when you look at my channels, you got loyalty, which all that does is give you special badges. You get VIP, which gives you my pre-recorded videos earlier than the public. And then you have the business level, which that's where this video's at, and then the mentorship. Okay. And this is called a poor mindset. Remember I talk about poor mindset? So that's where this is at. That's what it's called. But you guys probably won't be able to see it. You might be able to see the video, but you're definitely not gonna be able to click on it. So, but I want. God damn it! There goes the fucking studios again, man. Give me a second. Fuck. Oh, okay. Sounds good. And then when the Teslas get all crashed from the show or whatever, shit, I'm gonna probably take the rims from them. So I just have them just in case. You never know. I got custom on mine, but you just never know. So, yep, sounds good. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm just waiting for them to call me back. All right, thanks. Okay. All right, I'm back, dude. I'm back. Yeah, so this is the business level. I'll play it one more time since I have it up. I want you guys to hear the words real quick. Oh shit, hang on. Hang on. I didn't turn the audio on. I gotta do it all over. Screen share, audio's on. So it's called a poor mindset, right? Listen to this beginning of this thing, guys.
What if I told you that being poor isn't about money, it's about mentality? That long before your wallet is empty, your mind is already broke. See, we've been taught that poverty is a financial condition, that it's about your paycheck, your bank account, or your job title. But let me tell you something powerful. Real poverty begins in the mind. It's the thoughts you entertain, the excuses you repeat, and the habits you justify. That's what keeps people stuck. Not the lack of opportunity or resources, but the way they think about opportunity and resources. Think about it. Two people can grow up in the same neighborhood, face the same challenges, yet one rises while the other remains stuck. Why? It's not luck. It's not just circumstances. It's mindset. One chooses to believe in possibility, to learn, to grow, to take ownership. The other buys into limitation, scarcity, and blame. And over time, those thoughts turn into choices. Those choices turn into habits.
There you go. There you go. That motherfucker's hot. But yeah, man. So, I mean, look, guys. I know people want to say trucking's a game. Look, life's not a game, man. And the most expensive thing in life is time. And one thing you don't want to do is waste time, right? Waste time. You know, even if you don't want to own nothing, even if you want to stay leasing, go get the best lease. Go get the cheapest everything you possibly can, guys. Why fuck around? Let's see. We're back on this again. Get back on track, man, because I'm out. We've been out here an hour and a half. I got so much shit to do today, man. Like, no joke. Studio keeps calling me, and I'm over here doing the live stream. For some reason, some of you guys think just because a motherfucker goes live, we ain't got shit else to do. You guys heard 2 phone conversations with the studios, and and I charge them a lot of money to find these cars and set up delivery and all that shit. And you guys see, I'm busy as shit, bro. And I'm still trying to make the time for you guys, man, because I really think this shit's really, really important to you guys, and it's important to me for sure. Give me a El Paso. Appreciate that, man. I didn't have to ask. So we already found a finance company that'll finance you a truck, you have to, or an engine rebuild. Oh shit, we got a brand new member in the building. What up, Paul? Congratulations on becoming a member, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Welcome to the SoCal family. But anyway, back to what I was telling you guys before, man. I know in our brains and our mindset, we're used to the CV19. We're used to trucks being real high, and we're used to $5,000-$10,000 trucks are pretty junky. You know what I'm saying? We got to put in a lot of work and all that. But that's not right now in 2025. I'm telling you, it's like my blue truck right now. It's getting rebuilt right now. right? I get pictures and everything every day. It's getting rebuilt right now. That truck's a 16 with a 10-speed. APU inverter, everything. That truck's still like in brand new shape. I chose to rebuild that truck. Now, at any time, if I say, you know what, I don't want that truck no more, I could put that truck up for $10,000. Does that mean it's a piece of shit? Does that mean the truck's not reliable? Does that mean any of that? No, it don't. Today, which I'm not selling the truck, so that's nice. James Best already tried to buy the truck, but I ain't selling it. But listen, I show you this to tell you this, right? In today's market, in 2025, it's different. And it's going to be really different in 2026. What we thought, our thoughts and stuff of how trucks were at one time is different today. People today, they're not making no money. I just bought a goddamn Ford Excursion. It's in my yard. You know, somebody needed some money. I bought the fucking Ford Excursion. Do I need a fucking Ford Excursion? I got like 7 cars. I don't need the motherfucker. But goddamn, it's such a great deal. You know, it's somebody I knew. So, hey, man, yeah, I'll buy it. Fuck it. It's at my yard right now. Just sitting there. Just sitting there. Today in 2025, it's different, people. So many people lost jobs. So many things going on. People are moving. There's a lot of problems that people are dealing with right now. And a lot of these truck drivers right now, they're like, fuck, my house might be falling apart. I got to get off this road and be with my wife or kids. And we don't know their situation, right? Maybe he's selling the truck to get a local gig, to be home, or whatever it is. But just because a truck is cheap, what you're going to see a whole lot of cheap trucks. I mean, look at this page. A whole lot of cheap trucks, but it doesn't mean they're shitty ass trucks. They ain't going to go down the road. It's just people are hurting for money right now. People are hurting for money. And when a lot of people, a big percentage is hurting for money, they put shit up for sale. Guess what? They can't put it up for the value that they think the truck is worth, because why? People don't got the money. So now they try to bring the price down to where somebody can actually afford to pay for the truck. A truck could be worth $50,000, but if they ain't got a guy that has $50,000 cash in their hand, you can't sell the truck for $50,000. And banks, they're being really picky. If you don't got like 400,000 miles on that shit or something, because they're getting so many fucking trucks back, they're not all of them, not the one I showed you today. They'll probably finance your truck, but like the good banks, right? I like using good banks. The good banks, they're real picky. They're real picky. So the mindset is, oh, I don't want that truck because it's $7,000. You guys need to look at the value of the truck, not the price tag. We don't know the story. That's like looking at a person walking down the street and say, oh, he's a lazy ass bitch. He don't drive a car. You don't know that dude's situation. That guy might have 3 fucking jobs and he ain't got a car because he supports his whole entire family, because maybe his father passed away and his mom, disabled or some shit. So he works 3 jobs and don't spend no money on himself and raising his brothers and sisters. Like, stereotyping is the most fucked up shit we do in the United States. And we never know the story. My uncle has a lot of cars too. He says he got them so he don't have to ask nobody to take him anywhere because he lives in boom boom land. Or he don't drive. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, man. Like, let's stop stereotyping everybody. You know what I'm saying? Let's stop the hate shit. Like, the good brother likes hating on me. You know what I'm saying? And I can sit back and roast the good brother and dog him all the fuck out. But does that make me look like a good person? Fuck no, it don't. If he wants to think I got the cheapest fucking, even though, I mean, it's all bullshit, but let's just say, let him run this narrative. Let him think it's the cheapest Tesla. Let him think whatever the fuck he wants to think. Let him think it's a 1999. Let him think whatever the fuck he wants to think. If that's what makes him go to sleep at night, then fuck it, good brother. My power to you, man. It's exactly what you say it is. I mean, just don't lose a good deal, man, because you have the old mindset when trucks used to be cheap and a piece of shit. Look at this truck, a 2019 Kenworth T680 for $7,000. Is that a down payment, or is that what it's selling for? Let's see. It's got a 90-day. I don't know. 2 in stock Cummins, 540,000 miles. I don't know. I can't tell you what the fuck's going on. I don't know if it's 7,000 down or 7,000 for the truck. Today's market, I just don't know. Today's market, I just don't know. Same fucking guy at a dealership. You just don't know. What's this guy talking about? 2025 owner operator truck driver. So he's looking for an owner operator saying, I'm guessing, I'm not going to click on because I don't give a fuck, but he's probably saying $6,000. Hey, and here's the thing too, man. You guys don't want to take light of this EBT welfare fucking food program shit, but look, man, don't believe shit that I say. Just YouTube that shit on YouTube because it just pops up on my fucking feed ever since I played them that day for you guys. And you know, I don't know what's going to happen, but I know one thing: I'm prepared. I'm prepared. I got work already lined up all the way to the beginning of the year already. And I'm not talking about my dedicated drive-in. I'm talking about the specialized shit. So I'm gonna be all right. You know what I mean? I just gotta hurry up and get this fucking truck rebuilt, give it back to my driver, because my Peterbilt that I drive, I'm gonna do my specialized shit. When the government is fighting each other, now's the time to buy. Man, I'm telling you, man. It is crazy. So I'm just saying, man, like I already showed you guys a fucking place. If you need an engine, you got a bad credit score, all that kind of shit. This guy keeps hitting me up on this 2010. I found a 2010 for $7,000. Why'd I let me see. Yeah, it's a 2010. But I don't know why I hit him up, but I did. He's blowing my fucking phone up. Here's another one, 2017 Cascadia. I hit up for 7,500. Says, oh, this is his wife. Please call my husband. He might have more pics, or you can schedule with him to see it. So this guy near me in Santa Clarita's got a 2017 Cascadia. It's a white one. For $7,500. I'll show it to you if you guys want to see it. It was on here. But you know, hey, how's it going, buddy? How you doing? But I just want you guys to be prepared, man. Don't fight with one another. Who gives a fuck what the next man's doing? And this EBT shit is crazy as fuck right now. The EBT thing is about illegals, not Americans. No, that's different, Fran. That's different. That's different. So the government's fighting about the illegals because I'm not gonna get political, don't give a fuck, but just what I saw on the news, and I don't give a fuck either way. Only thing I care about is my son. So my son is supposed to fly to Hawaii. My son is in the Navy, right? So he's got his new orders to go to Hawaii. He got his plane ticket and all that. He was supposed to fly out. He's in the base in Washington State at Bremerton, and the airlines called him up and canceled his ticket out, saying they didn't have no airline controllers. So he can't even fly to Hawaii right now, where he's got his new orders, right? So the shit's getting fucking ridiculous. And on top of that, my son's not even getting paid because he's in the military. And there's no, they're holding all federal funding and shit because they're fighting over illegal aliens. I mean, when the fuck is this supposed to be a fight? And I get it, man. I get it. Somebody's got a grandpa or whatever the fuck, whatever. But look, man, I've been to other countries. I don't know if you guys been to other countries. I have. In these other countries, they don't give a fuck about nobody but their own people. They don't give a fuck about nobody but their own people. Seriously, they don't care, including Mexico. But over here, we gotta care about it. We gotta just break all the rules over here for everybody. But their own countries don't do that. But no, we got two fights. So right now, there's no federal funding because from what I heard, and I don't give a fuck. I ain't gonna argue this shit. It's just what I heard. I'm not a dude that's extremely educated on all this political view bullshit, right? But the fight is the Democrats they have it in the bill to sign to get federal funding. They want all these illegal aliens to have EBT food money, medical insurance, and everything else. And the Republicans say, no, that makes us two-faced. The people vote us in, and the people say no on all this illegal spending. So we can't do that because the people don't want it, right? But the people you guys voted in on the Democrat side, they're fighting the shit out of it. So the reality is hardworking people are getting punished right now. They're getting punished right now. So that's what's going on with the government fight. Now, what I'm talking about is Trump put in place where all these people on Section 8 and EBT, they got to get requalified. And where they had $4,000 a month to waste on food, when they get requalified, they're going to have like $100 or $1,000. It's getting cut. And a lot of people that get requalified, they're not getting requalified. What do we haul, people? What do we haul? Put in the comment section. What do we haul? What up, 404 trucker? What up, DJ? What do we haul? We transport shit for people, right? We haul food, drinks, all that shit that they swipe the EBT for. Now, I'm not saying all of us, but a lot of people, right? Well, if you Google it, I think it's trillions of dollars of EBT money every year. So if that's cut in half or cut by 75%, what's that going to do? What is that going to do to us? What's it going to do to the trucking industry? Like, you guys see, I mean, I got to tell you, man, you guys see the YouTube videos. These motherfuckers at EBT, they got their kids pushing a full ass basket. You know, the other kids are pushing a big ass full ass basket. The ladies pushing a big, huge full ass basket. You know what I'm saying? And then the working man's got like 5 or 10 items in his little bitty basket, you know, trying to pay, you know, with his paycheck, trying to buy his groceries. Why they just waste the shit, right? Well, all that shit's coming to a hold, guys. That's why I don't know what's going to happen next year. I don't know what's going to happen next year. So, you know, we got to see. So I'm just, man, like, just try to get out of debt, guys. That's all I'm saying. We don't understand what the fuck's going to go on. I don't know how bad it's going to affect us. I'm being attacked by people on social media when I talk about the shit. Look, man, I'm going to be okay. I'm just saying. But I'm not on YouTube for me. I'm on this motherfucker for you guys. Right? We don't know what's going to happen, man. We just don't know. DJ says 58 million people are getting cut off. There you go. There you are. There you go. So this goes to you lease drivers too, man. You guys are killing it right now. But next year, if you find out that fucking, you know, everything is cut down and people, the food and all that shit ain't getting pushed. I mean, we need it for the country, bro. We're trillions in debt, man. We gotta stop band-aiding the fucking wound and let's get back to the basics. I know when I was growing up, you know, people had what do they had that shit, the coupon book, whatever. You couldn't buy no. I mean, they had strict ass rules. You couldn't buy no hot food. You had to cook it. Like all the rules are putting into EBT right now was the rules way back then that worked. And people are like, God damn, man, we don't want the food stamp thing where, you know, we go to the restaurant and people seeing us ripping up the food stamp, you know, the paper food stamp things. That's embarrassing. So then they gave them the fucking plastic cards like us. So that's why I'm pushing the, hey man, if you guys want to get into this, try to get a cash truck. If you guys get into this. I do have StreamYard up, bro. Oh, talking about the link? I'm gonna have to pin this thing. So, you know, when you guys can sit back and bicker back and forth about who's got the best lease truck, but you're still in debt, man. And then on top of that, you guys are controlled by the company, man. You guys really got to take shit seriously, man. We are in October. You guys got to take your life seriously. Don't worry about the fucking next man. Don't worry about what the fuck he's doing, what he's grossing. Guys, watch what I say, man. I'll be on this motherfucker next year. And let's see how many people are going to be whining and crying and losing their shit. And just know that I've told you guys over and over and over and over again to be careful. Here's the craziest shit, man. Here's the craziest shit for you guys. The dealerships are hurting. The house market is crashing. And a lot of people, man, they only see what's in front of their windshield. That's it. That's all you guys see. You know what I mean? That's all you guys see. You guys don't see nothing else. And I'm gonna pin this link to the top if anybody wants to join it. But and here's the craziest thing to think about, guys. Listen to this shit. I'm gonna take this shit off because I think what I'm talking about is more important right now. Let me ask you guys something. Do you guys have any Section 8 people that live in your neighborhood? What up, Green?
All right, can you hear me?
Yep, great audio.
Okay, so there's no echo, no
Nope.
nothing.
Nope.
God, I'm driving right now. I'm in Arizona, about to cross into New Mexico state line, so I might disappear. But I was listening in the background, and what you was talking about the trucks and the other stuff too, but about getting back to the truck. And what I was yesterday, I watched a very powerful video. And that video was from Chase and Andrew Jackson. I think he's in the chat. I don't know. But in that video, did you see that video that he did?
He does multiple ones. Which one?
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, you're right. The one where he did on paper, he put out the numbers on what he was
Oh yeah.
thinking about getting into.
That's called projections.
That's
I
exactly
tell
what
folks
it is.
about.
Objections.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. That was a very, very powerful video. And what I know, somebody had made a comment to him talking about saying that here's another video of old school cats talking about what they had or what they've done before in the past. And I can't stand that noise. Turn that off. You know, he was saying that, you know, old school cats talking about, you know, this and that, whoop, whoop, whoop. You know, and Jason Andrew Jackson handled that very, very well. But when you talk about mindset, and I seen that part when you put that in about the mindset, talking about mindset right here, everybody's got to learn something. Everybody. I had to learn, you know, old school cat taught me. We all got to learn something from somebody. You know, most of the great people today learned. Well, let's talk about Kobe Bryant. You know what I mean? He was a student of who? He was a student of the dudes that was there before him. And that's a powerful, powerful thing right there, is when you can look to somebody and you can get some knowledge. That video that Jason Andrew Jackson did was I said it before, I'll say it again, and I won't stop saying it. That was one of the most powerful videos I've ever seen. And it'll fly over people's heads. It'll go in one ear right out the other, you know, because they'll see things that they want to see instead of seeing what Jason Andrew was presenting. What Jason Andrew was presenting to you guys was a blueprint. He was, you know, there's a game that people used to play when they was little kids called Follow the Leader. And, you know, whatever you want to say, if you want to say Andrew ain't your leader, okay, Jason Andrew ain't your leader, whatever, man. But the truth of the matter is that people who know what Jason Andrew Jackson had just put out can recognize it. And people who don't know, they can't recognize it. It's like he was speaking Chinese to them. That's what I see. Because if you've never bought a house, how do you know about PITI? You even know what PITI is? Now, there's some dudes in these comment sections right here. There's what? How many people you got watching right now? 50 something?
57.
Okay, 57, 60 something. Okay. Let's say
It
half of them
bounces.
know
Now
what
it's
PIT.
59.
Okay, yeah, 50,
Yeah,
60,
it
whatever, right?
bounces.
You know, maybe half know what PITI is when you buy a house. And my point is that you don't know unless you've done it. Jason Andrew Jackson laid it up because he had already done it. That was a beautiful.
Hang on,
Hey,
you lost
bro.
your audio. Let it catch. There you go. Let it catch up your audio. You're good now. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna pull over because I think I'm gonna start. I'm getting closer to that state line, and it's a dead zone. But you know, that was a very, very, very powerful video, man. And it goes back to the mindset. Mindset is a powerful thing. But here's the other thing: it's the flip side of the coin of mindset. You know, that video you played was very powerful because it is true. But there's always two sides to a coin, right? And on the other side of that coin is this. There's a lot of people they don't even know what to look for. They
Yeah,
don't know.
that whole video breaks it down in depth. That video I
Oh,
played.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's why it's on the business level, bro, because a lot of people ain't ready to hear the shit. You know, it'll get
I
wasted on the
agree
public
with you
platform.
100. I agree with you 100 because that was my point exactly. Is that a lot of cats they don't even understand. They're not even there.
Yeah. But it's what I always tell people, man. You know, You have to have a business plan. You have to have a budget. How do you know if you're going to be successful without a budget?
I agree. He
Like,
already knew before he knew the outcome of the game before he even got in the game. He already knew the outcome, and he presented it to you guys, and he showed you. You know, he put it on the glass, like they like to say, right? He put it on the
Yeah.
glass.
Yeah. No, I mean that's how you're supposed to do it. But see, like, how many people do that shit? They all just want to get an ink pen and a piece of paper and sign up, and they don't know how much they're gonna make, and that's why a lot of people job hop, because they thought, right? They didn't do a business plan. They didn't do projections. They thought they're gonna make some money in this lease truck, and it didn't work out. Now they go to this lease company, and then they go to this. Why are you guys hopping and jumping around? Because if you did
Yeah.
if you did your projections and shit, you know exactly how much money you're gonna make. And on top of that, with the money that you make, you already know exactly what you're gonna do with it. Like, how much are you gonna pay on your bills? How much are you gonna put back for your business? How much are you gonna invest into, your future stuff? Like, but they don't. You know what I'm saying? And that's the fucked up part about a lot of these lease guys, man, is just they just grab on the steering wheel and wait for the next check. And most of the guys, they don't know how much they're gonna get paid. Man, I killed it. $3,000. They get their check and they robbed them. They get $16. Oh, this is some bullshit. They get $16. This shit's crazy. Even I remember a coach, when he went home, he thought it was gonna be negative $800 or $1,000, whatever. He was excited because he was only negative $600. Even he didn't know what his check's gonna look like. Like, we can't live life like that, man. You guys can't live life working and not knowing what you're gonna get. And people in my circle, I'm gonna, and I ain't taking nothing from Jason because he's doing his own thing, right? But in my circle, I gotta make sure my people are doing good. You know what I'm saying? And shit, he's out there trying to tell it, but how many people appreciate it? Just like I'm on here telling it. How many people appreciate it? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just where 5 people get it and 70 people won't. That's how that shit goes. But the most important thing in my world is at least the 5 people got it. I helped the 5 people get it.
Hey,
people think that. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
I wanted the good brother. He put, I don't know who he's talking to, but he put, is he still driving someone else's truck? And I wanna address that right there, good brother.
Where's that
Until
at?
you got that, until you got that pink slip on that truck. Yeah, there it goes. Until you got that pink slip to that truck, you're driving someone else's truck. Because that truck ain't yours.
But see, I covered that, right? And he still don't get it.
No, you don't get it.
No, I covered it. So on that Black 2022, I got the title, right? And it came from Prime, but it was Marco's lease purchase truck, right? And I showed the title that Marco was nowhere on the title.
Right.
It was Success Leasing through the whole thing, owning and all that shit. Showing you guys it's not yours until it's yours.
That's right.
And good brother, how you gonna see, good brother? This is what I'm talking about. Now I'm gonna get on you. Don't get your feelings hurt and run off now, goddammit, because you're the one that opened up the can now.
Don't.
Yesterday he ran off on me and shit. So when we started talking, but check this out, good brother. Check this out. When we were live, you said you couldn't pull over because you'd get in trouble. But you're a lease purchase operator.
Hey, I just pulled over right now and I ain't getting in trouble. I could sit here for 3-4 hours. Hell, I could go to sleep, do whatever the hell I want, and I ain't gonna get in trouble. You know what I mean? See,
exactly,
this is the part. This is the funny thing with when people say stuff like that. Because, good brother, whose freight are you hauling? Is it your freight? You know what I mean? Is it your freight? Are you gonna tell people, "Oh, I haul my own freight," but you're going through a broker? Do you even know who your broker is? You know what I mean? It's funny how people be saying certain things. You know what I mean? Like, dude, you don't understand. You don't understand the nature of the beast.
Nah, he
Even
don't
if you
get it,
profit
man.
$1, you still run a profitable operation in some people's eyes. In some people's eyes, and
But if you only
others,
profit $1, you can still go out of business.
that's right, because because
The good brother's still here. He's still here. He said none of us do.
cool.
Whatever that means.
None of us do. None of us what? None of
I
us
don't
do
know.
what? Hey, it's
But
funny though, good brother. I ain't angry with you, man, because what you're speaking is a mindset that is out here, and it needs to be clarified that that you have to understand who are you running for. Did you go land that account? Is that your freight? No, you're probably getting brokered freight, right? And your brokered freight has probably been stepped on 2-3 times. But you're gonna say to another man, "Oh, you driving someone else's truck, but you don't even got the pink slip on yours?" Come on, bro. Save that stuff, man. Those are talking points, man. Kick us with some substance, man. Kick us with some game. Kick us with some knowledge, man. You know what I mean? Each one teach one, bro.
the crazy thing is this, right, good brother? You are seriously driving somebody else's truck.
I know.
Like in 3 years, you might get the title, maybe.
Because if you, good brother, if you fall down out that truck or off that trailer, or you trip and fall because it's about to get icy, right? God forbid you fall and break your leg. God forbid, bro. And you don't got money put aside, someone's gonna come take that truck from you. Someone's
Here's how
gonna
you
come
know.
to your yard and take that truck, but you're gonna come and tell us that it's yours.
Here's
that
how I
you're the
know if it's
big
your
boss.
truck. Yeah, here's how I know, because everybody wants to use that word "the boss" around, right? I'm the boss,
Yeah.
and it's my truck. So that's a good analogy, Green. So, good brother, let's say you did get hurt. Can you hire a
Yes.
driver and put him in your truck? Can you do that?
Yeah, can you?
What
Can you?
if you're put in the comments? If you get hurt, good brother, where you can't drive that truck, where does it go? Does it go to your house and you park it? Do you got to call your boss? Oh, sorry, you're the boss. You don't have a boss. That's right. Do you call whoever it is you call and take it back to the yard, and they put somebody else taking over your payments? Because if it's your truck, like I got my trucks, I put drivers in my trucks, right? So if that's your truck and you get hurt, you just put a driver in you can put a driver in your truck, right? Let me know in the comments, good brother. I'm just curious. If it's your truck, if it's yours, you can put a driver in it. I'll wait.
Yeah. Let's get and then my question is this: is God forbid you lay that truck on its side, goes in a ditch. Do you got plan B?
Fuck the plan B. Let's use that on something else. If you roll that motherfucker in the ditch, who does the insurance company pay? Did they?
That's right.
So if you got that thing almost, you got that motherfucker almost paid off. Who gets the profit on that truck? The guy whose name's on the truck, or you?
Because, good brother, I've personally laid a truck on its side, and I've had a driver lay a truck on its side, and I've gone through insurance. Okay. And it takes months, sometimes years, to get your money, to get your payment on your settlement. And if you're not prepared for that, and you're not set up right, all that it's mine, it's all me. We'll find out when that happens, and that's what knowledge is right there. That's why I say, man, kick us with some knowledge, okay? Because I've had Lloyd's of London. And anybody who has Lloyd's of London and has had an accident, you're going to go through something. And I could tell you the whole procedure because I've already been through it. I've been through 2 of them twice. You know what I mean? It's like, do you have that knowledge? Do you know?
I think it disappeared on us. Good brother, don't tell me you got all sensitive and you left again like you did yesterday, bro. Come on, bro. Where you at, man? God damn it.
Hey,
you say some shit and we're just having conversation and you just disappear.
That's what I'm gonna say. It's not
there he is,
bro. It's having conversation with you. Come on. But you are still driving, so that's all you got, huh? It's like
so are you, good brother. So are you,
man. Hey, man, come on, man. Come back with some more substance, bro.
Hey, I showed this shit on the glass, bro. That's why Marco said, hey, SoCal, man, you want this truck? I'm about to lose this motherfucker. And I was buying a 579. Green can tell you that shit. I was buying a different truck. With a snap of a finger, boom! I changed over, and within 2 days, that truck was mine. You know what I'm saying? But the reality is, I showed you guys, man, that nobody owns those lease purchase trucks until it's paid off.
No.
Nobody has control. Nobody owns it, and they got you guys mind fucked over this shit.
No.
You guys truly think you guys are drinking the Kool-Aid, truly thinking those are your trucks
until that final payment.
And how in the hell do you make? That's so crazy about you. Some of you, I ain't saying all you lease guys like Mark is in here. I think he's the lease guy. But some of you lease guys, man, you guys, you know, like my dad used to say, these motherfuckers really take the cake. Like, seriously, you driving somebody else's truck, paying all the bills, making fun of a company driver that pays 0 bills, that makes more money than you.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask. I want to ask, good brother, how much are you netting every week?
Well, I know you and Celioso netting, and these motherfuckers ain't touching it, so.
Yeah, well, I just want to know if he knows his numbers, if he even knows where he stands, because that's what I mean. Chasing Andrew, that video, video he did the other day, he knew where he was gonna stand before he even stepped off the porch. He already knew. He knew the bank dollar amounts. He knew the deposits. He knew. He was down to the gallon of oil. He was down to the gallon of oil, man. I was like, heck yeah, that dude knows exactly where he stands.
But see, people don't realize, man, I've known Chasing Andrew Jackson since he had a lease truck. Back in the YTDA days, he leased his first lease truck and learned a lesson. See, one thing I give Chasing credit for, which you guys don't realize, is he listens. Never any arguments. I can't get into the business between him and I, but I've told him some shit, and all I get out of him is, yeah, no problem. Sounds good. And I ain't taking none of his shine, but look where he's at today, though. Like, and you guys don't get it. All you guys want to do is throw rocks at motherfuckers trying to help you guys. And then on the other hand, turn around and talk about how come nobody's sharing the game to you guys. So he makes over $1,000.
Hey, bro. Yeah. Hey, more power to you, bro.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I already knew the answer, but.
Yeah. Good brother. Oh, man.
That's why I thought he's a troll in the beginning.
Hey, good brother. I don't hate. I congratulate, man. Keep it up, bro. Keep it up. And make sure you come back on when you finish that lease. And explain to everybody the process of how it goes down. But
speaking of that lease,
the other thing I wanted to touch on real quick, man, was when you was talking about how people say that the older trucks are no good because of the mileage and all that stuff. And what I wanted to concentrate on was the thing that I discovered was that when you run more miles, you got more maintenance. So if you got a good 300, 400 mile round trip, your maintenance isn't going to be sky high. And if I remember correctly, Chasing Andrew, he touched on that. All right, cool. He said, I will do it. Do it, bro. Do it. I want to see that thing, man. I want to see, you know what I mean? You holding it, the pink slip. Because it's a good feeling. I've done it plenty of times. It's a very good feeling. And I ain't knocking it, bro. Seriously. I'm not playing with you, man. Do it. But
Green, real quick, before you get going with that. You know, so the people that I fuck with, right? The people know on social media, they're all winning. No, they're all winning. You know, I mean, that's crazy, right? All great minds think alike. We all got the same mindset. Everybody's fucking winning. Fran says YouTube influencers did all this mindset nonsense. These drivers, wrong info. I don't know who you speak of, Fran. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't. Well, Fran, I mean, I get where you're coming from, but I don't.
Talking
I
about the
don't
leasing
see
of the
that.
shit.
Yeah,
The
I don't
leasing
see
shit.
that because leasing has been around forever. You can lease a car. You can lease. You know, what I mean, leasing has been around. It's just the problem is, Fran, and somebody said it up here. I seen it earlier, and that was another reason why I wanted to get on here. Was this one dude said he owns a F-150, and
Oh yeah, that one that I read.
yeah, put that one up.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. God damn, how far back was that? Man, Jesus, can't find
Is
that
it all
shit.
the way up there? But he was saying that he had, I think it's Russell Freight Services. I think it's him.
Yeah, I'll find it. Go ahead and speak your piece if you want. I'll find it.
Yeah, well, whoever it was, they were saying that they were successful in what they did, and that now they're paid off. And I remember correctly, he said like he's making now, I think $2,000 to $3,000 more on his
Yeah,
monthly.
17,000. He was doing 10,000,
Yeah.
and now he's making 17,000 or something.
I thought, okay, 13, 10, 13, whatever, but now he's making, yeah. So he bumped up because now he's not giving that other percentage to the finance company or to whoever, right? To whoever. Point is, he's getting that money now. And in his comment, he hit it. And Fran, what I was gonna say is that it's not that it's impossible. It's not impossible. It's possible. But the real question is, are you willing to do what it takes? And that's what that comment the dude was saying. You got to be willing to do what it takes. And that's it. You know, because unless you got money stacked in the bank, you can't take time off because that payment has to be paid. I mean, look at all these major companies today. Do they ever shut down and take time off? Just think about every major company that's out here today. Do they take time off? Maybe the CEO, the owner, right? He takes time off, right? But the company itself doesn't stop, right? So when you're an owner operator, you are the company. You are the company. And your tractor, your truck is your tool that you take to work every day to do your work. So you know, unless you find somebody else to jump into your tractor, now you have a little bit of extra time to take some time off, right? But your tractor, does it stop moving? It keeps moving. It has to continue to produce, right? Unless you get like what Chasing Andrew Jackson described in his video when he was saying, what was he saying? He was saying, is it 3 paid off trucks, bro? Is that what he was saying?
Yeah, he's got 3. Yep.
He's got 3 paid off trucks. And the only thing he's paying is insurance. That's it. He don't got no truck notes. So if he had 3 truck notes at $1,500, what is that? $5,000, $4,500?
Yeah, he's in
45,
Tennessee. It's probably cheaper for him. Yeah.
Okay, but if he had 3 truck notes, right?
Yeah, he's paying somewhere around like $3,500 a month.
Okay, so if he's got insurance on all 3 of those trucks,
$3,500 a month.
Yeah, you know,
on all 3 of them.
And that's what most of these guys are paying in 1 truck note. So, I mean, but really think about that. You know what I mean? Does the company shut down? Do the grocery stores shut down? Does AM/PM, 7-Eleven, you know what I mean? Any company, man, fill in the blank. Do they shut down? They keep going. That's the company. And sometimes people don't understand that owning your truck is your company. You are a company.
So, man, Brian, if you want, you can hit the link. I don't know. See, here's the crazy thing. They have conversations in themselves, so I never know if they're talking to me or not, or whoever, or whatever.
Yeah.
So I have no clue. But
this is not getting at you personally. Don't feel that way, because even like what the good brother said, I don't take that personally. what we're doing is we're having a discussion on what is being spoken, right? So what I'm trying to say is that sometimes people don't realize and understand what they're really getting into. And I think that's the problem. Because that truck note, I see these, man, I had in the 20 years that I've been running, when I had my own trucks, I never had a weekly payment. Never. And I see some of these guys with payments, man, every week you got to come up with that money every single week. Like, I mean, yeah, if you break it down monthly, but if you go home, like we was talking to Good Brother, if you fall down and break your ankle or twist your ankle and you're out for 2 weeks, now you're 2 truck payments behind, right?
But he never answered those important questions though. See, that gets dodged, right? Like none of that gets answered. I want to address something, Fran. You put, and y'all love to interview the unsuccessful. It's insane. Fran, whoever, first of all, the person up here, this is my homie, man. He's like my brother. We grew up together. So the second thing I want to address, unsuccessful. What's your definition of success? Because I know a lot of company drivers, they kill it, they make a lot of money, and they invest in other things, and you never know. Some company drivers could be multimillionaires based off the investments they made in other things besides trucking. You guys never know who you're talking to. You guys never know who you're talking to. You guys, for some crazy ass reason, think that a truck makes you successful or unsuccessful. But that's a choice, right? It's a choice. There's some people that are multimillionaires. They're bored. They don't want to sit home. They always fantasize about driving a semi truck to go get a CDL. They don't want to own nothing. They're definitely not going to go lease because they're too smart. And they got a whole lot of money, but they want to go travel and get paid. So they jump in a truck as company and they drive around the United States and check things out, for the next purchases they want to do or the next investments. Like, so, but anybody's allowed to come up on my platform and speak their fucking story, Fran. So I don't know who that message was to, if it was to us or somebody in the chat or whatever. I can't speak on nobody else's platform, but I don't let anybody come on this platform and tell you guys a bunch of bullshit because I'm not with the bullshit, but I'll always will let somebody come on the platform and tell their story.
Yeah. Good brother.
Fucking Good Brother, bro. I tell you what. I wish I could help the Good Brother, right?
Me too.
But
Me too.
I mean, I know he's a good guy. I know he's a good guy, right? I wish I could help him.
Yeah.
He drinks so much Kool-Aid, he just don't understand. And it's not his fault. That's why I don't get mad at the dude. I'm glad he's here. Because you know what's so crazy, Good Brother? Here's what you got to realize. I wasn't going to tell you because I don't want you to stop coming, but goddamn it, I'm going to have to tell you now.
Yeah.
When chickens start hanging out with eagles, guess what happens? The chickens start thinking they're eagles and they act like eagles, right? In other words, the Good Brother, if you get around chats with successful people and people that are really doing good, no matter what, your subconscious mind, you're going to be a successful individual. Your train of thought's going to change.
Yeah.
Help us out, Truck It, god dang it.
Hey man, what's up? Can y'all hear me?
Hell yeah.
Loud and clear.
Yeah, good. I'm glad because last time I was on here, well, the first time I ever talked to SoCal was when I was going through rehab for my heart surgery.
Okay.
I don't know if he remembers that.
Go ahead, tell your story.
Oh yeah, but during that time, I had money saved. I worried about everything about the truck, but the main thing I forgot to perform maintenance on was me.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying. Because I went into cardiac failure and I was out of work for 7 months. But I had money saved up for that.
Yeah.
I still made my payments every month.
Yeah.
A lot of guys, they don't think about that. They think about the truck only. And then there's
what
other
happens?
things.
what happens is this, real quick, let me read Fran Green's. She's like, I don't know why I can't edit the damn chat. I ain't talking about you, SoCal.
Oh, okay.
But the crazy thing is this, right? So she's talking about another channel somewhere, because they're talking about those influencers, teaching people some bullshit, how to crash out. But the reality is this. Here's the problem with that, right, Truckett? Debt does that to people. Debt. See?
Yeah.
So when people say, man, I'm a lease driver because I get to control when I go home. But the reality is, can you control when you go home? Because you're so scared you're going to come back being negative. How often do you go home? And then on top of that, the debt's getting worse and worse and worse. Their rates are getting worse and worse and worse. So now they're staying out on the road a whole lot more longer. So the whole reason why they're there is because they can go home whenever they want. And now they can't. They don't see it. And they're just running the dog shit out of themselves.
Well, see, I went to work for a major platform company in Birmingham, Alabama. I signed up for a lease on a Columbia. But after doing a research on that Columbia, I found out it didn't have 334,000 miles on it. It had 750,000 miles on it. And they were asking $85,000 for that truck. Right? And I'm like, wait a minute here. And it was $550 a week for the truck. So I'm like, okay. I ran the shit out of that truck for 6 months, and I had the money to go out and purchase my own truck. That's when I purchased that Lone Star. And the payments on that were $1,230 a month.
Yeah, that's good.
And then, a lot of people. And then I was like, you know what? I want to see something here. So I ran that for a year and a half. Then I got a trailer from $350 a week. So I ran that for a while, but I decided to take a week off. The next week, my payment on that trailer was $700. See, these guys that do the lease doesn't matter. It's just like you said. If your payment is $580 a week and you take 2 weeks off, how much do you owe coming back? You owe $1,160 that first week you're back.
Yeah.
They don't realize that stuff. You can't take no time off. You literally. So I gave him back the trailer and said, I'll just run your trailer.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
the craziest thing, man.
Hey,
people don't understand this. Hang on one
Who's
second,
we're
Green.
talking to right now?
Oh, this is Truckett.
Truckett. Okay, Truckett. Let's use the Good Brothers his analogy, his thought process on this. Why did you use someone else's trailer?
because they paid all maintenance.
You see, good brother, that's the answer to your question right there. It's not that I can't do it. It's that right now I don't want to do it. That's your answer right there. And this man right here just told you why. You see, that's the thought process. And you're not there yet. I get it.
It's a mindset. It's a mindset.
Yeah, exactly. One day you'll be there in that situation, and you're gonna recognize it and say, "Damn, that's what that dude was talking about. That's what them cats was talking about." You see, that's knowledge. That's history. A lot of people ain't got history to come back in their mind. I got all the history in my mind. I already know. Jason Andrew presented it to you. He presented the future to you from looking back in the history. He already knew.
Yeah.
So this dude right here says, I'm a company driver, bought a house in Costa Rica and Airbnb it 10 months out of the year. In my experience, the company drivers do far better than lease drivers. Well, and one reason I agree with that, because you don't get negative checks. A company driver can go home whenever the fuck they want to go home because they're not negative when they come out. And shout out to you, friend. I know you're good people, friend, you know. But yeah, man, I mean,
see, that's what,
go ahead.
But see, it's like me.
Hang out. We lost you real quick. Hang on. Get your audio back. Hang on. Get your audio back. We lost your audio for a second. Get that back real quick. You know, the crazy thing, Green, is some people say, man, it's okay. You must have nothing to do because you're on live a lot. I'm like, no, I squeeze this shit in, man. I got all kinds of shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already had the studio call me twice. I'm supposed to be finding and buying 5 Teslas today. Like, I stay busy. But, you know, I know with your guys' mindset out here, guys, man, you guys need some good shit on this YouTube to watch to help try to mold that mindset of yours. Because all you hear is a whole bunch of people leasing and failing, man, and that shit is crazy as fuck, crazy as hell, man. And
Yeah.
we're now, and here's what I want to tell you guys too. Anybody set any goals at the beginning of the year, in January or December last year? Did you guys set any goals at all? So, okay, I don't do goals. Well, what do goals do? Goals give you a direction that you want to go, right? Did you achieve the
Exactly.
goals? We're in October. Are you any closer to achieving the whatever goals you set? Yeah, the good brother, he's sitting back laughing. I mean, look, good brother. I'm not even gonna look, man. You're just here. I appreciate you're here. I'm leaving you alone.
Who's he driving for? Prime?
He won't tell nobody nothing, but you know, we know what you make and you're proud of that, and that's
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
I'm gonna leave it all
That's
alone,
cool.
bro. I'm gonna leave
That's
it
cool.
all
Yeah,
alone. I'm not gonna cut your throat or none of that shit. I ain't gonna do it. But it is what it is. If you don't see the truth,
I'm
who the
not
fuck
gonna
am I?
knock nobody who's on the come up. You know, everybody's come up is different. Everybody's come up, you know, is different. You know, so
Yeah, but you can make
I'm
more
not
than
gonna
that
knock
being a company driver.
it.
But
Yeah, but I'm
if
not.
he's but if he likes it, I love it. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, bro, you know, his projection was if you make $1 profit, then you're profitable. So that's his. That's his. That's how he
Well,
views it. So
the part that I see a lot is the same with what he says, right? This ain't my first day on the block, and ain't my first day on YouTube. But I've heard so many guys saying, in this many years, my truck's gonna be. I mean, I told a story about. Remember Steven? He was with Prime. His lease was almost over. That guy dang AB5 shit showed up. He had a California license, and
Yep.
Prime said, "Bring my truck back," and he fucking lost the truck. He was pissed. His lease was almost over. He fought for that lease, and it was like 3 or 4 months from completing the lease, and they took the fucking truck.
Mm-hmm.
this
Marco,
dude,
the same shit. Marco's the same shit. That's why I ended up with that 22, that black one. The same shit. He only owed like $15,000 left on that lease purchase, and they fucked around trying to take the truck. And then he called me up to buy it. I'm trying to fucking, get the truck.
wow.
It took a whole month. I mean, I had the truck, but a whole month. Like, Prime, just give me a fucking total so I can get, send the money to you. I need a total, because he'd tell me one total, and then say, yeah, but because this now it's this total. They kept fucking around for a whole month, hoping I'd give up so they could take the truck back. I say that to say this, good brother. I know your goal is to own the truck. I always appreciate, you have a goal, right? You're trying to accomplish something. You're staying on track. Whatever you start, you finish. I recognize all that. That's all solid stuff, right? What I'm concerned about is towards your end of your 3-year period, when it's almost paid off, they jerk you around and fuck you off, and then you don't get the truck for a stupid ass reason, and then you're all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because you ate, top ramen for fucking 4 years trying to pay a truck off for them to just take it. So just be careful, good brother.
Yeah.
Hey, 224 gets it. Ben Brockton, he gets it. He said pretty much, if you ain't got any financial education, you're screwed. As company, lease, owner op, everything isn't for everyone. You're absolutely correct, man. I agree with you.
What up, Britt? How you doing, buddy? You have to have the money at the end of the
You have
lease
to
to
have the
buy.
money.
They're not going to give you a truck you ain't paid for. Yeah. Do you got a balloon payment? Good brother, you got a balloon payment on that shit? I'm just curious. That $1.50 freight gonna make you rich. What up? Come on with it.
Hey, come on with it. That $1.50 freight gonna make you rich. It can.
Yes, it can.
If you go, who was it? Ben Brockton.
Ooh.
Ben Brockton said it. If you know how to manage and you know how to $1.50, you'd be shocked and surprised. You'd be shocked and surprised.
The whole thing, guys, is have a business plan and have the budget. The budget is going to tell all projections, right? My mentees, I teach them all that shit, right? Jason showed you on the class.
He
You know what I'm
did.
saying? Jason has grown a lot since I met him, man. He's grown a lot. And you guys want to make fun of him because he's got 2 of the trucks parked and he won in 1 truck and he's got older trucks. Let me explain something. One thing he showed you is $100,000 cash invested in his business, which a lot of you guys can't do. And so how's a motherfucker that can't do that make fun of somebody who can? That's how twisted this fucking social media shit is.
Yeah, because I run the numbers earlier. You take that $8,000 truck and you run $1.50 a mile. What?
Oh,
Shit.
no,
Good
no,
brother.
no. Yeah, let's deal with that later. Go ahead, keep going, man. I want to hear what you're going to say about the
Go ahead,
dollar.
truck it.
You take that $8,000 truck, you run 2,500 miles a week. That's $15,000 in a month.
That's right.
You know, that's not minusing your insurance, your fuel, and all that stuff. You're probably going to take home $7,500 a month after everything's all said and done. That truck just paid for itself, basically.
Hey, truck it. And isn't that what I always try to tell these people?
Yeah, you ever since day one, back in the day when Randy Hughes was still alive, when I started following you. I mean, he passed away in 2020.
Yeah.
Used to go by the name of Country Time.
Yeah, I know.
He's the first
Country Time,
one. Yeah, a great guy. That was like my best friend in life. You know, besides my wife. But yeah, I mean, he turned me on to you.
Hey,
that's pretty cool.
Come on with it. Your question. You said, "What are your costs coming off that $1.50?" What I'm looking at is, okay, if we jump on a low board right now, we're gonna find lows that pay $3 a mile all the way down to, man, I've seen some stuff going for 88 cents a mile. Whoever's taking that is just plain cuckoo. Okay.
Yes.
It ain't gonna do anything. Okay. What I meant was $1, maybe not at $1.50. You know what I mean? Like you're running all the time for $1.50. But there's things that take place. It's all mathematics. Once you and we were talking about, Ben caught it. He said the financial understanding, right? I know you've heard of compound interest. Okay, everything is mathematical. Everything. Just because you're getting 230, 290 a mile doesn't mean you're going to bring 230, 290 a mile home to the bank. Okay, we all know that. But what we find, at least we should, some don't. That's what I'm beginning to understand. The $1.50 where it comes into play is $1.50. If that's your cost, and anything above $1.50, and going back to your question, what are your costs? If your cost to run and operate is $1.50, then anything above $1.50 is profit.
Yep.
That's what I mean. And see, when Ben said the comment that he said, he's absolutely correct. You see, people don't think like that, what I just said right now. This man right here understood what I said. There's going to be half of the room that will not understand what I'm saying. And it ain't that I'm some great knowledgeable individual. It's not. It's that I've learned to understand how the process works. That's why I said that video that Jason Andrew did, and then who's on with us right now? Truck with it, or who's it?
Yeah, Truck it.
Truck it. He said he did a video on it. That's why when I spoke it right now,
shit, I've done so many videos about doing that shit and breakdown stuff. But what it does is it loses people, right. And that's one reason why I decided I want to get back monetized, because I realize on here I give out general information, right, to help you guys out. And then on the business level and stuff like that, that's where I'm trying to teach people in depth of business and stuff. Because like that video I played earlier, right, the little clip, there's a whole detailed video. That's the business level. That's, you know, I'm trying to get their mindset right, you know, make sure they're good, because they're asking for business information. You know, they're asking for it, right? When they join that shit. So that's what I'm giving them, man. From step one, from starting the business all the way through, they're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? But on
And you
here,
just
it's just people get lost, you know. And I'm
it's
gonna go
what
buy the load board again. I'm
that's
going to
what I
buy
was
the load
gonna
board
say right
again.
now. Is that you
Yeah.
made my point? What I just said. You just made the point. Is that people get lost because they don't understand it, and that's all
And
it
here's what
is
happens.
learning how to understand it.
Yeah, and people get on here like, SoCal, why don't you put on here? So here's what happens. Let me give you an example. You guys show up to a math class, and all you know how to do is subtraction. And you sit in the math class and they're doing algebra, right? They start off in algebra, and you're just sitting there clueless as a motherfucker. How many more times are you gonna go to that math class where you say, fuck it, I'm wasting my time? That's the same with my channel, right? If I go way beyond the reach of you guys, guess what? You guys are gonna stop watching. You know what I'm saying? So you're not gonna learn nothing. You're gonna say, "Oh man, he's way beyond where I'm at. I can't watch this guy." Unsubscribe, boom, and you're gone. So that's why I make it. That's why it's not on this channel. It's on my business level because they're asking for it, and I'm gonna give it.
And there is so much
Hey,
positive help out
hold
there
up.
free on
So
the internet. It's
come on
unreal.
with it. Said if your cost is $1.50, then you have to average 210 all miles just to equal to a company driver. Not necessarily.
Nope.
You can average $1.89 off of all miles, and believe me, you can make $2,000. You can pay yourself a salary at $2,000 a week. And hey, bro, I'm not coming at you, okay? Don't feel like I'm coming at you because I'm not. Because what we're doing is we're walking through the process right here. Because you're genuinely responding and asking the question. And this is what SoCal was talking about. It's how sometimes people get lost. You're not getting lost. I can tell you're breaking it down. You're trying to make sense of what we're talking about right here. Okay, and you got some knowledge, I can tell, because you're asking the right questions. Okay, remember, it's not 30 cents, it's 30 cents per mile. And if you're running 5,000 miles a week, that's $1,500, right? On top. But if you did what SoCal just said, your projections, and your projections were you got a $3,000 a month truck payment. You got a $1,700 a month insurance payment. You got $300 plates, okay, which is registration. Okay, and then let's say you want to pay yourself $2,000 regardless of what your company brings in, well, regardless of what you gross, okay, you're gonna pay yourself $2,000 no matter what. And I guarantee you, come on with it. I guarantee you that you will make $2,000 plus per month. I guarantee it. And I could show you how to do it. But like SoCal says, if I come here and I start spitting out the numbers, you're not going to understand it. Only certain people will. And it's not, hear me right, bro. It's not that, oh, I'm this dude and all. No. I just learned it. I've learned it and I understand it. And I can break it down for you because I've already done it. That's what Chasing Andrew was showing you guys when he did his video.
Many people do not know their cost of running.
Yeah.
And
I knew my Lone Star was 83 cents a mile cost of running.
Okay.
You know, that question, man, we talked about that shit back in the days, man. I mean, see, nothing's changed in all that shit, man. You know, it's the same shit, different toilet, right? And
exactly.
And I used to get frustrated at times because I didn't understand. And my boy Green Lantern, man, he helps me out a lot as far as like, hey, bro, look, you got to realize who you're talking to, man. You're like, I assumed, which I should not do, that everybody knew what I knew, or everybody, it's just crazy, right? So I know, so I'm trying to break it down the best I can.
A lot of guys are going to be hurting if they pass that bill about leases too. Yeah, they're going to end all leases.
Look at right here.
Hang on. Let me single you out real quick. Let me single you out.
I don't think you can. But if you break all that down right there, if you got $40,000, okay, to start up, you buy a warranty for $7,000. You got to pay 4,000, 5,000 on miscellaneous, 2,000 for fluids. That's $22,000 off of your 40,000. This is what I'm talking about right here. This type of stuff right here is when you sit down. See, and that's why Chase and Andrew, his video was so powerful. If you go back and watch it, and just, even if you got to hit repeat, you know what I mean? Put it in slow motion, okay? Take a picture of that. Do whatever you got to do. But I'm telling you, man, I know exactly. Look at this. Hold up. I'm going to pull up another one right now.
I'm gonna call my driver real quick. Green, go ahead, bro. You got the show.
Okay. Hey, is the other guy still on here with us?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, he's still here.
Okay. These are load board loads right here. These are all from the load board. It might be backwards to you guys, but that first load is $5,000 and it pays $2 or something per mile. The second one is $1,060. The third one is $1,500. The next one is $1,738. 45, 2,500, 700. Here's the breakdown right here, and it's probably all backwards to you guys, and I apologize for that, but I don't know how to do all this stuff. Okay, but you see that? There's the total. That truck grossed $12,507. It ran 6,710 miles. 6,710 miles. So you go 12,000 on the gross divided by 6,710. That's an $1.86 average right there. That truck averaged $1.86 per mile.
Yes.
And that's what I was talking about when I was saying you can't run for $1.50 all the time, right? But it ain't gonna equate to that. Okay. We budget the driver's pay at $4,361. The fuel costed us $3,353, which totaled $7,714.50. So we take our $7,000, which is driver pay. Me?
Where I am.
Okay, because if you guys can't hear me and I'm breaking up, let me know. So the driver averages 4,361. Our fuel is 3,353. And see, this is what SoCal's talking about. When somebody starts speaking this stuff, people get, oh man, what is all that? That stuff don't mean nothing. Oh, it means everything. This is where you stand. When you get up in the morning and you check your bank account, that's what this is right here. This is checking your bank account. Okay? $7,714 is our total between our driver pay plus our fuel. So we put that together, 7,714 minus our gross, which was 12,507. Okay, so as a driver, we still made $4,361, and our net pay, not our gross pay, is $4,792. So you see, as a driver, and if you own that truck, not only did you make $4,000, as a driver, you paid yourself. Okay, and that was over. How many days was that? That was. Let's see. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm back, man. But this is crazy. I gotta go take care of this truck.
All right, man.
But I'll give you guys a minute. Finish up here. Finish up. Wrap it up. We're good. We got another.
Well, no, that's
20 minutes.
And truck it. Everything that I said right now. I mean, were you able to follow it? I mean,
Yes.
Or was that?
I knew where you were going with it.
You know where I'm going, right? You see?
Yeah.
See, so it's not $1.50 that we're running for. Those loads vary from $1.58 to $2.20. The highest load we got paid was $2.26 per mile, and this is with no negotiation. This is not negotiating. Yeah. Negotiating is a whole nother animal. Okay, that's just working with the cards that you've been dealt. Okay, that's the broker putting the load up on the wherever. He's on the phone with you, on a load board, wherever, you're leased to a company, whatever, right? That's just playing the cards that you've been dealt. Okay, and you're still grossing that money right there. Okay, and that, so you figure if you do that, 4,000, As a driver, you make 8,000 and some change. And if you do that for 4 weeks for 1 month, right? So you times those two numbers by by 2. So your company made 8, and you as a driver made 8 grand. Okay. So now, since your company made 8, and this is what everybody talks about, right? Maintenance and all this stuff, right? Okay, because Chasing Andrew, he broke it down for you guys. You fill in those blanks. But I'm gonna tell you, there's enough room right there for what? For a $2,000 truck note? You made your company grossed 8 grand. You made 8 grand to your pocket. Okay, and that wasn't $3 a mile freight. That's what I was talking about, bro, when I was saying $1.50. So our average was $1.80. We didn't run straight for $1.50 though. Then some of those loads were $1.50, but what we'd have to do is we'd have to negotiate them. Let me give you an example here. Okay, the example here is okay, we picked up a load, and that's from freaking Snyder, man. Look at that, Snyder. Okay, Snyder, 1,069 at $1.58. But then the next load from Snyder paid 1,500, and it was $2.26 a mile. So you see what I'm saying? That's what I was talking about, bro. Now with Snyder, there really is no negotiate. C.H. Robinson is hard to negotiate. You'll probably get $100, $200 out of C.H. Robinson. Me personally, I've never ran with TQL. I've never ran for them, so I don't know the process with them. But just with these companies, and you know what? And Truck It. Let me ask you, bro. Those loads that I just showed right there, what would you consider them? Are those top tier or bottom tier companies? Just be truthful, be honest. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings. Tell me, what are those?
About middle.
That's right. You see, so there's always room for improvement. And
Yes.
that, good brother, is really my focus when I talk to you. I applaud what you're doing. I am not knocking you. I will not knock any man who's in this daily grind and he's getting his. I will not knock no one. Okay. But there's always room for improvement, and there's the opportunity to get more. And if you don't want it, it's fine. Because just like Truck It said right now, that was middle. Those are middle loads right there. They're not even top notch. And I know, and he knows too. And some of you guys know too. That ain't even top, you know what I mean? Top tier. That's middle. That's just, like I said, that's just playing the cards that you've been dealt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good brother. I would love, but I don't know shit. Ain't that right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Truckett, what do you think? Do I know anything?
Nah, you don't know nothing, man. You just regular truck driver like everybody else. Nah, man. You know what you're talking about.
Hey, Truckett, I'm in someone else's truck, right? I don't know what I'm talking about, but that man is in a lease, don't have a pink slip. And I'm not laughing at you, good brother. I'm laughing at myself, okay? When I'm laughing right now, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at myself.
The shit is just crazy, man. But I don't know, man. Like we go around and around and all this stuff, but
what was it?
Kevin
Rutherford said years ago about a lease. If you cannot do whatever you want to that truck or take it wherever you want to go, you are just a company driver making payments for them.
That's it.
If you think about it, you can't take your like.
The whole thing about this, right, is
I see the comment he made.
Yeah, but look at what the fuck, man. Someone left a comment in our private chat. Fucking dumbasses, crazy. But the thing is this, right? We're not on here trying to tell you guys shit. Like you do whatever the fuck you want to do, right? But the whole thing is we just try to explain a lot of things to you because you might be happy doing what you're doing and you guys might not know any other ways. And then we're on here showing you other ways. You might want to pick a different path, right? But everybody knows in business, the more control you have, fucking the stupid fucking phone. The more control you guys have, the better
Bad
your
cell
success
phone.
is.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. So just know that,
Yeah, I'm
man.
over
Like
in
I know
Alabama.
the
I'm in
good
and out of
brother,
cell
the
phone.
good brother, the good brother. You know, he likes to knock me, right? Like, oh man, you know, you're because I did like a little motivation, little short thing. I was in the Tesla, you know, and old good brother's like, oh, that's a piece of shit. I'll never drive that. Oh, that's a bottom of the line. All this hatred shit, bro, which is none of it is truthful. But the one thing I want to tell you is, good brother, is this, right? Take the hatred out of your head and put in some positive, right? The more hate you have in your head, the less room you have for putting positive stuff. Look, just put a lot of positive mindset in your head, man, and your day will be that much more better. You got two kinds of people that drive a truck, right? You got one driving the truck, you know, their whole mindset, they're just fucked up. Someone pulls in front of them, whatever. They're cussing and screaming and road raging and just having a shitty fucking day. Their whole day is just shot. And then you got another guy, the same scenario happens, and that guy is just a very, very positive attitude, saying, hey, man, he's rushing. Maybe his daughter got hurt at school or something. He's rushing somewhere, man. Prayers for him, or, you know, good luck for him, man. He must have something going on. And so you got two different mindsets, right? So just understand where yours at, man. Just make it look every day you wake, and I'm not a Bible thumper. Don't get it twisted, right? But I have beliefs, right? But every day everybody wakes up to me is a blessing. Now, you have a blessing, don't waste it. Do the most you can do out of the day. You did
November
say that,
10th
good
is
brother.
November 10th is my new birthday. That's when they stopped my heart for 6 hours, and I was granted a new lease on life.
So good brother says he's never said that. So let me pull the motherfucker up. Let's see where is it at? Dude, man, trying to follow all these. Let's see.
So come on with it said insurance, taxes, maintenance, and truck costs. I can't do taxes, but I did do insurance. And with maintenance is going to be basically
About
what
10
type of
cents a
truck.
mile.
I mean, you could break it down like that, mileage and all that. But what I would do personally is you're either going to pay it up front, which is monthly, or you're going to pay it, you know, as you go. You're going to either pay as you go, which would, you know, either way it would cost the same. And what I mean is this: is if you bought a brand new truck, I'll give you guys an example. The truck that I'm in right now, it had 95,000 miles in it when I got it. Okay, right now I'm at 300 and
Hey,
some change.
really quick, good brother, I'm gonna start screenshotting your things because I went back to that same thing and that comment is gone. And here's let me tell you about comments that gets deleted there, good brother. It still shows how many comments were there. It just don't show all the comments, but the number of comments is there. So saying 3 comments, but only 2 are there. But it's all good, man. It's whatever. But that's beside the point, man. It is what it is. So Fran says, right, so Cal, the more control you have, the better it is. Question is, what can they tolerate? Yeah, that's a fact, man. That's a fact.
So if we
You're
got a
afraid you'll
truck,
yield.
oh, go ahead.
Hang on. See, this is why you guys always assume shit. Tesla takes too long to charge. How long does it take to charge a Tesla, good brother, since you owned one? This is shit the Green's talking about. Like, people speak on shit they know nothing about. So, how long does it take to charge it? Come on, good brother. How long does it take to charge it? I'm gonna hold you to your words. How long does it take? Contract freight, growing fleet. Yeah. I gotta go in a minute. I gotta go smog the fucking goddamn Peterbilt.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
we gotta
let's do this
smog.
real quick.
And no, we're good. We're good. I'm not leaving just yet, but we gotta wait for the good brother to talk. But really quick,
Oh no, man.
it goes.
Check it out.
Hang on 2 seconds. So When I go to my house, I'll plug it in and it's overnight charging. If I go to a regular charger, it takes me like 10, 20 minutes. So there you go.
Yep.
Green.
So we got a truck at $55,975, which you can go online and you can find them. I think you were showing them earlier. You know, whatever year that is, however many miles, to say it's got 400,000, in between 4 and 500,000. If they tax you for 20%, which is worst case scenario, because you could get better. I'm just going worst case scenario. 20%, that truck averages out to $67,170. That's not even including a down payment. If you take 48 months to pay that off, that's $1,865 a month. So there,
Yep.
that answers your question. That's $1,865 per month on your tractor, just your tractor. So not including your down payment on your insurance, which could vary. It could be from $3,000 to $7,000. Okay. I've had multiple trucks, so when I did my down payments, they were $10,000. So I don't know what a single truck is. Okay, it's been a long time since I've had a single truck. So a single truck, let's just say it's $4,000. Worst case scenario, truck it. Would you agree? Worst case scenario, $4,000.
Yes, I paid $6,000 on mine.
Okay, so
Damn, 6,000 down on one truck.
Yep.
yeah, it's crazy. So 4,000, 6,000. He verified 6,000. So let's say it's 4,000. Let's say your monthly payment is on the 6,000. What was your monthly payment?
$1,230 a month.
Okay, so it averages out. Trip out on this, and this is what I'm trying to talk about, guys, and how you've heard the saying numbers don't lie. Trip on this right now, and all it is just understanding it. It's all it is. It's no, I'm not a mathematician. I'm not none of that stuff. Okay, so I did the down payment at $4,000. He did the down payment at $6,000. So he paid $2,000 more, right, on the total cost of the insurance. I did at $4,000, and I did a monthly payment of $1,500. He did $2,000 above, and what was your monthly payment?
$1,230. That's with NTP warranty also.
Okay, see, right. So see the numbers right there, they average out. And that's what we're talking about here. That's what I'm trying to talk about is the law of averages. That's it. It's just averages. Everything averages itself out. When you talked about the $1.50 and I showed you, broke it down, that truck ran all those miles, okay, and it averaged $1.89 per mile. So we got a truck note of $1,800. We got a monthly payment of $1,500 plus $250 monthly for our registration.
Uh-huh.
So if you add those up, now we can't do, I already did the fuel. Remember when I broke down the numbers, I already did the fuel. So our company made $8,000 per month. Our driver made 8 and some change per month. They both did 8 and some change per month. So let's figure that one out real quick. So let's do round numbers because it's easier. Let's say that truck note is $2,000. The monthly payment on the insurance was $1,500. That's $3,500 plus $250. So that's $3,750 right there. I already did the fuel. Now I can't do taxes for you because everybody's taxes are different. Okay, at the end of the year, you're gonna have to figure that out on your own. Okay, but what I'm gonna do is present to you the numbers, like what Chase and Andrew just did on this video the other day. Okay, so we got a truck note of $2,000. We rounded it off. 35. We're at $3,750 for the month. Now our company made $8,000. Our driver made $8,000 for the month. He made 8 and some change. So you minus 3,750 from the 8,000, you still left with 45, 49, 48, 4,800, somewhere in there. Okay, let's just round it out and say you got $5,000 left. You got $5,000 left. You already made $8,000 as a driver. You paid yourself $8,000. So you're not going to dip into the cookie jar like you hear some people say, oh, I went and bought this, I went and bought that. Well, if you did that, that was your decision because your company made money and you made money. So you're not dipping into that cookie jar. So you put that money away, right? You got $5,000 left over. You do it again next month. In 3 months, you got $15,000. In 10 months, you got $150,000 that your company made. And you made about almost the same. If you keep running, but everybody doesn't keep running. And that's why I said at the beginning, are you willing to do what it takes? And that's it. And
here's the thing, right, guys?
Keep doing what you got to do to finish that lease.
Here's the thing, guys. Everything, and I say this over and over again. Everything starts with you and ends with you. Regardless of your situation, everything starts with you and ends with you, right? So I'm gonna I guess I'm gonna have to go buy the load board because I gotta show you guys some things. A lot of you guys already know, some of you guys don't, right? But the reality is it's not what you make, it's what you keep. If you gross a $10,000 week and you only keep $2,000, where did the $8,000 go, and why is it not in your pocket? Now you
Because
can't
work
help
for
for
the
the fuel.
Russians and they taking every damn thing.
Yeah, but you can't help for the fuel, right? But let's think about it. If you're good enough to do a $10,000 week, your goal should be, I need to keep as much of that $10,000 as I possibly can, because it's not what you make, it's what you keep. And that's where we're at with that. Grim says, I'm starting to look at the cash truck.
Come on with it. Minus fuel and maintenance. Now remember, I already did the fuel when I did the numbers earlier. I already did the fuel. Remember, I did driver pay plus fuel. And the way that I got fuel was I did the mileage and I divided it by 7 miles per gallon, because we're in the fantastic plastic truck. We're not in a hood. We're not in the old school. Okay. We're getting 7+ miles per gallon. So I did it at 7 miles per gallon, and I divided 7 by the miles that we ran on all the loads, deadhead, everything. That was everything, bro. That was from A to B, from the beginning to the end. Okay, and when I broke it down, I put that number in there. So you got $5,000 left over for maintenance, bro. If you did your numbers right and you ran. Now, if you do that, that's a business model. That was over 2 weeks. Okay, so if you do that for 1 month, that's what I was trying to tell you. You'll have $8,000 in your pocket as a driver, paying yourself as a company. Your company will make $8,000 as well. Okay. Now, if you do that for 10 months and you keep running like that, and that's why I said at the beginning of my conversation was, are you willing to do what it takes? And good brother, right now, what you're telling us is that you are doing what it takes to finish that lease. That's why I can't knock you, bro. I can't say anything negative about what you're doing. I understand it. I get it. But like what this dude said in the comments is, once you understand where you're at, then you begin to see, okay, there's another way I can do this that's a lot easier and a lot cheaper. That's all we're trying to present to you. But I get it. You can't see it right now.
Because if I was LP in a truck from a company, when I went out of work for 7 months, guess what? I would have lost that truck.
You're right. That's what I was telling him. See, look at. I know it's probably backwards. Come on with it. And I enjoy your questions. Okay, right there, 4,361. Okay. 4,361. It may be backwards. Okay. That's driver pay. 3,353. That's fuel. So that was all the miles divided by 7. And I did the fuel and truck it. I did all the fuel at $3.50 a mile. What do you think that's about the average? Now I know there's cheaper, but I based it off $3.50 per gallon.
That's about national average.
That's about national average. I don't even know what that is. So what it means, come on with it, is that if you buy fuel for less than $3.50 a mile, you even made even more profit. That's what that means.
The whole thing is when you when you guys do numbers, you don't want to do everything on average numbers. You want to do a little bit more of work. Now fuel is different, but you want to do kind of like worst case situation, especially with trucking, man, because you already know you plan on some shit with trucking and shit can go upside down, so you do a little bit of worst case kind of numbers, because if you survive on worst case numbers, everything that's better than that is icing on the cake.
Yes, and Fran, you're absolutely right, Fran. I agree with you.
And something an old-time owner-operator told me a long time ago was, there ain't but 2 things you can control, and that's fuel and tires.
That's right.
Keep your air pressure maintained and keep your foot light on that throttle.
That's right. And you should know this, that your steers should last you about a year.
Yeah, or more.
And your drives, or more, but you're guaranteed at least 1 year on your steers. Okay. Then after that, you got to be, you got to watch. You got to make sure. Okay. And then your drive should last you almost 2 years
Yep.
if you rotate them right. Yeah. You should be able to get so you can base your tire, your tire fund based off. That's how I used to do it.
The whole thing, man. The whole thing is this, right? Because I gotta go smog this damn stupid truck. Sugar Shane, man, he's got a situation. So
Okay.
I was having him take it, but now I gotta go take it. But that's his nickname. But anyway, but the reality is this: everyone's new trucks, old trucks are trash. I'm gonna tell you something right now. When you guys do projections and stuff like that, it's easier on the older trucks. It's easier on the older trucks. These new trucks, you can still do it, but on these newer trucks, it just takes a light switch come on, and that after treatment is all screwed up. You know what I'm saying? And it can cost who knows what it could cost, right? To me, it's only going to cost me a deletion. So it's easy in my damn budget because boom, the light comes on, that bitch gets deleted. I don't give a shit how much it costs, right? But the older trucks are proven, and it's easier to do the budgets, man. I don't know why you guys don't like the older trucks. Now, when I say older, I still want my cruise control, certain things. But the whole idea of any business is to make as much money as you possibly can.
That's what I was trying to get at earlier when I was saying I started at 95,000. I'm at 300 and some change. And off of those miles, if you add them up, it's about 105, 110 per year, if not a little bit less. You get probably about 102 or something like that per year, right? Okay. So let's add that up real quick. So if I'm averaging 100,000 miles a year, no, not me. If a driver averages 100,000 miles a year, okay, and he's making what? 70 cents per mile. What is that? 70 grand?
Yeah.
That's 70 grand.
Now, here's the thing, right? There's a lot of drivers out there that are 1099 and they're not a corporation. You guys are killing yourself with that because if I'm going to be a driver and I'm going to be a 1099, which makes you an independent contractor, I want to be independent. I want a corporation. It helps with your tax liability, and you guys don't understand.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand that shit.
Different. That's the driver side of it. So, but let's get back to the miles. Okay, this is a brand new truck, and off of this truck, I have not. The only thing that I've had to do is the air dryer, not the compressor, just the dryer, and the water pump. That's it. So that should give you an idea. And tires, and a set of tires, steers and drives. That's it.
The crazy thing is, it's a scare tactic, right? The scare tactic is, look at all the maintenance. Your engine's gonna blow up. Now I gotta go get this damn truck smog, but I want to say this.
Hold on.
Hang on. In my 16 that I'm rebuilding, I write my maintenance in the book. It's in the book in the truck. And in 3 years, that truck has not cost me shit. So I felt so bad. I decided I would like to rebuild the engine because in 3 years, that motherfucker hasn't cost me shit.
Well, look at the Gold Peterbilt. We got it at 600,000, went 1.2. You were the one that brokered, or how did you negotiated that deal? I remember that one. The only thing I changed in that one was a computer and what do you call it, a radiator. That was it off of that truck, and it had 600,000, and we put 600,000 on it, and still
600,000. That's all you did.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I did. Didn't do brakes, well, tires and no air compressor, no. That one, the turbo never went out on that one. No injectors, no water pump. Well, yeah, when I did the radiator, I did the water pump for the preventive maintenance. Okay.
But even on new trucks, after a certain amount of miles, you got to do tires and brakes. So I don't count tires and brakes because even a brand new truck, you got to do that, and it's not under warranty.
I get it. Yeah. But good brother, when you ask me, what's he doing in someone else's truck? I want you to think about that right now. Everything I just broke down. Think about that. Some may call it dreaming. Some may call it projections. I call it not even strategy. It's the same thing that Chase and Andrew just did when he did that video the other day. The exact same thing.
I gotta address this. 15 to 25,000 years of average maintenance for most tractors. I don't agree with that. Come on with it. I don't agree. In 3 years.
Hold on. Come on with it. Break down what goes.
You know I gotta go smog it. You know I gotta go smog a truck, right?
Okay, well,
I got a noon appointment.
Come on with it. Yeah. 15 to 25K years average maintenance for most tractors. Okay, what are you replacing? What parts?
I'm gonna speak on me, right? In 3 years of the blue truck, in 3 years, 3 whole years, I didn't even spend $15,000 in 3 years. 3 years, not 1 year. In 3 years, I didn't even spend 15 grand. Now, there is some exceptions to some people, right? You guys just might have a shitty ass year, and I don't want to get into it. I ain't got time. It could be involved with preventive maintenance. You do or don't do. It could be a whole lot of mathematical situations, right?
But, hey, Frank, go easy. Don't do that. Come on. You got to chill out if you're spending that. I'm curious, what is costing $25,000 a year in maintenance? I mean, what are oil changes? $500? I mean, and if it's your truck, you can do it yourself. I used to do the oils on my trucks. I mean,
if
the
you
most
want green, I'll leave you on this motherfucker, man. I'll go take off if you want to do that.
No. If you gotta go, man. All right.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. I can get back live when I come back if you want. We can get details on this shit.
It's an interesting conversation. Let's keep it going. If not, tomorrow morning, whatever, set another one up and we'll keep it going and come on with it. Hey, bring it, man. Because I'm curious. I want to know. I want to know what you're seeing that I'm not seeing. Genuinely, bro. I want to see it. So grab that information and let's break it down. Let's walk down this road, man, and let's look at it. Because I've owned trucks and industry average. Industry.
Let me hang on. So let's talk about. You can't go by industry average, bro. See, I'm talking on my own personal experience. I can't do industry average. Why? Because we got people pulled over on the side of the road paying $1,500 for roadside to do an airbag.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. We got drivers that do all that kind of shit. So yeah, your industry average is gonna be screwed up.
Right.
Because a lot of people just don't know, bro. They don't know.
Right.
And if you're going to company and it's in the industry average, bro, I'm not paying I'm gonna catch that airbag before I gotta do it, right? I'm gonna catch those brake cans before I'm on the whole object of this shit is preventive maintenance. Maintenance. I even told Coach, hey, if one bag goes out, replace all 4 of them so you don't have that same problem. Otherwise, you're gonna have 4 roadside assistants at $1,500. Guess how many bags they replaced? One. That's it. So I don't give a shit about industry averages, man, because I already know who's doing it.
Right. No. But it's something to consider. I understand what you're saying, but I'll be done with this one right here. Come on with it. I remember one time my turbo went out, and it went out another time, and my mechanic told me, he says, hey man, he says, so 2 times it went out within a year. So that was pretty expensive because back then those turbos were $5 to $7 grand, okay? Because they were still brand new back then. They're not that no more. But so at that time, okay, they were $5 to $7 grand. So my mechanic tells me, he says, hey man, he says, what's more cheaper? He says, how much is the air filter? I said, oh, man, $75, $150. And he goes, how many times you change that per year? I said, well, maybe, twice a year, whatever, 3 times a year, whatever, right? He says, nah, man, he goes, if you change that thing 4 times, 5 times a year, how much is that? It's like $700, $800. And he asked me, what's more cheaper? To change that air filter or this turbo? I said, well, damn, that air filter. So I started changing that thing out like every 2 months, every 3 months. So, you know what I mean? There's ways of figuring this stuff out, and there's ways of finding it. And I did not go to the dealership, bro.
I covered that. I think the last stream or time before that about, you know,
Yes,
preventive
sir.
maintenance. If you don't change out the air filters, you know, that it'll fuck
Yeah.
up the turbos and
Hey,
shit. I covered that
Hey,
already.
friend. I bought when I see, and I know how people feel about that, but no joke. I got a truck brand new. I never did the clutch. I never did the brakes. I never did anything. But like I spoke earlier, I was only doing a 300-mile trip.
Dude.
Sometimes I do 2 a day, 600 miles round trip. So I was doing maybe 400 or 500 miles per day, you know. And so I didn't burn up my brakes, you know. But you're right. I never did the brakes. Never. In the 6 years, I never did the brakes or the drums. They never got hot. Never had to. Never did a clutch. I think I did a clutch one time because the driver was in that truck. But hey, bro.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I got to roll, man. I got to roll. I appreciate you, brother. We can get it back on when I get back if you want to finish this conversation or whatever. But
Yeah, come on with it. That's an interesting conversation right there. Industry average on maintenance and repairs.
When I get done,
I don't know that.
When I get done, come on with it. I'm gonna come back and start the stream back up. I just need a couple hours at the most, and I'll fire this shit back up. All right, Green.
I never did a clutch either. You see, it's all right.
All right, brother.
Hey,
see you guys in a couple hours.
Try to get Chasen on here, man. I want.
All right, I'll hit him up.
Yeah, man, because that dude, man, he broke that thing down on that video.
Yep. All right, brother. I'm out of here, guys. Appreciate it, but hit the like button on the way out. I gotta deal with some shit.
All
hey,
right.
Green, I'm gonna call you on the phone right now.
Okay. How do I get out of here?